Hello and welcome to the Roxamore Sports Network coverage of today's event, the last of the 210s Speed and Agility 7-on-7 here at the Woodland Hills Wolvearena. And right now we are in our first event, well in the action. The score is 20-0. Farrell in the lead here against Monessen. Monessen on the offense right now in the gray at the 40-yard line. Quarterback, mighty powerful arm, as you see right there. Throws it deep, but almost lost it to an interception there. The first 3 points of this game was taken by Farrell's number 8. And then the last touchdown we just saw was by number 1 from Farrell.
Yeah, Max Monessen comes in as a 16 seed, going against the number 1 seed Farrell. It was a tall task to begin with, but 2 drives in, Monessen's already down double digits, so it's mighty tall hill to climb for the Greyhounds.
Absolutely, and speaking of gray, the weather looks a little bit iffy, but so far so good. I keep seeing mixed reports of sunshine and others saying rain and thunder. We'll see, though. But right now, quarterback is looking like he's running out of time, and that he does. That seems to be a recurring nightmare for this gentleman here today. So many times it just seems like he's just trying to scan the field and get his eye on where to send the ball at. And as you can see, he's a great quarterback. Just time is against him in this.
It's funny to see a lot of these quarterbacks, since they only have the 4 seconds to throw. Once they get to about 3.5, they can show the defeatists, like, their body language just drops, and they're like, "Aw."
I mean, I guess it makes sense because you don't want to lose the ball to an interception. This is just to get you acclimated for the official season. But at the same time, you do want to send the ball somewhere. Otherwise, you lose the ball to a turnover. So if it keeps happening, because earlier today we did see a turnover happen where Farrell took away 2 points when they were already at 10, which put them 12-0, and then that touchdown put them 18-0. And then that additional point that they got after that put them 20-0. So, yeah, that's sometimes you got to make that risk. Send the ball where you think it's best.
And just a heads up for our viewers, the winner of this game will take on the winner of the 8 seed Bishop Canevin Crusaders and the number 9 seed Aliquippa Quips. Should be interesting.
Last year was Woodland Hills that came out champion for the 7-on-7. We are in year 2 for the 210 Speed and Agility 7-on-7 here at Woodland Hills. So today's game will be one to remember.
Yeah, 2 more points for Farrell, as they're looking like they're easily going to slide on into the second round. So there is a little difference, Max. I know you say every week it's about 20 minutes. Now there's going to be 30 minutes between, or excuse me, not 30 minutes. Every game is scheduled for 30 minutes. Now I'm sure they're working in time for the teams to warm up, as we have 2 games going on each side. We have the top half of the bracket on our side. We'll keep you updated as best we can on the other side, because one of those teams is going to come over to the good side eventually.
Right. Definitely does add a little bit more flexibility when it comes to certain plays. Time and time again, we did see the game come close to a tied game, but the timer ran out, and sometimes the game is ended with just a 1-point difference. So it should be interesting to see how this game turns out now that they have that additional 10 minutes. See quarterback in action. Mighty fine gentleman there. He sends it off to number 1 just outside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like he came close to that first down marker. See where they mark it. They're going to mark him about 2 yards short for a gain of 18. And Farrell, whenever they have their normal quarterback, Cabron Smith, in there, they're running a little hurry up. But, with a 22-point lead, he's just going to switch to the center role and let his backup take over.
Righto. Yeah, they're already riding high and mighty right now, 22-0. And it looks like potentially they might get another touchdown here. We'll see, though. Monessen can hold them off long enough. Going to be their first 2 points in this game.
A little off-balance throw there as the quarterback scrambled to his right. Receiver just pounds his chest and said, "That's my bad for not catching that one."
We got action coming up here. If this is not your school, we are here all the way till 4 p.m. 4 p.m. about. Each game about 30 minutes long. Right now, you're looking at Menneson versus Farrell. Farrell in the dark blue, Menneson in the gray. For those of you that don't know. Number 1 caught the ball. Good maneuver. Broke it past the 5-yard line. Progressing Farrell down onto the field. Just outside the end zone. Pitting more danger onto Menneson. At this point, it's insult to injury, but let's see how Menneson recovers. And just like we've been seeing time and time again, right there in that corner, it's been a winning position there for Farrell. Number 7 caught the ball there for Farrell. 28-0.
You know, it's a little bit of a disappointing day for Menneson, but you know what? They get to go home early, and they get to enjoy their Saturday, and Farrell has to stay here and possibly get wet. So who's a real winner at the end of the day?
True. Yeah. Still, you want to go out with a bang, you know, especially since August is just around the corner. Today's July 1st. And look at what we have there. Number 11 caught that ball for that additional 2 points, sending them 30-0.
And that will do it for this game. So the 20-minute games are still in play, as well as the rain has decided to make an appearance here so far.
I feel like it's going to be an off-and-on occurrence.
Yeah.
Potentially that might be something that taxes the athlete's performance as well, the humidity. I mean, when I used to do sports, that humidity would really get to you sometimes. Be really exhausting, even for spectators.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, if you do come today is an exception to the rule that tickets are about $5 when you come through the gate. But it's worth it. Cheer your boys on. If not here, at least in the comment section, somewhere.
Okay, so Max, our next game will be the number 4 seed Steel Valley Ironmen taking on number 13 seed Seton LaSalle Rebels. And there's more than just a tournament on the line. I've been told that the winner gets to claim Paris Ford as their alumni.
All right now. So let's see what we got here. Coming up shortly. And again, thank you all for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network coverage of the 210 Speed and Agility. Shout out to D. Brown, the founder of the 210 Speed and Agility. As well as shout out to at PA Today. You can check out their Twitter page. They have interviews with the athletes you see here before you on the screen. You can check them out at PA Today on Twitter. We as well will be on the field interviewing some of these athletes, provided it's not raining too hard. But yeah, you should see some interviews coming up here shortly. But let's see what we got.
Yeah, really looking forward to seeing Steel Valley perform in this next game, but you got to wonder, how's the rain going to play a factor into some of these teams?
Right. And Steel Valley is a powerful team. We know we have a lot of fans here. Some fans we know personally for Steel Valley. So, hello. So this game will be a wet one as it is already raining right now. I don't believe it's enough to cancel the game. So we're in a dry spot. You as well. And let's see what we got here. Game, it looks like it is not starting off just yet. Not yet.
We got about 7 minutes till this next game starts.
A little bit of a preparation here on the field. I'm not exactly sure what the contingency plan, if there is thunder. We did hear thunder earlier, but haven't heard it for a while, so it seems to have passed. But the potential of it coming back is possible. Again, I saw mixed reports on the weather. Not exactly sure what we have here. From what I understand, I don't think Woodland Hills has an indoor football field anywhere. That would be nice.
Yeah, no indoor facilities here. You know, team playing to our left, Penn Hills, they have a indoor facility donated to them by Bill Freilich.
Yeah. definitely is a nice facility. I remember seeing it a few times when I was at high school at Penn Hills, Bill Fralick Center. All right, just a little bit here, but nonetheless, it is a nice day. Appreciating this breeze. Not so smoky today, which is great. So Mike and I should be speaking just clearly today.
Well, you say that now.
We'll see. Everything's subject to change. But definitely looking forward to seeing this game here. Still Valley. Again, powerful team here. So looking forward to seeing what's coming up here. And again, we're here all the way to 4 p.m. Official season begins in August. Which, of course...
Yeah, we are officially in July now. We are less than 2 months away from week 0.
Absolutely. And of course, you can catch the official season here on the Roxamore Sports Network. So be sure to check us out on roxamoresports.com. We have the schedules up there. I don't believe we have one for August just yet. But around the time of August, when the official season rolls around, be sure to check that out on the Roxamore Sports Network. You can check us out on Twitter and Facebook as well. Twitter has a lot of good, juicy information. And of course, we're on the Roxamore Sports Network. We don't just cover sports, we do comedy shows as well. You can check out some comedy shows on YouTube, namely, watch some of the older shows on there. Viewer discretion is advised, but it's worth the watch. Also, if you would like to be sponsored here on the Roxamore Sports Network, be sure to contact the executive producer and founder, Leon Rockymore. You can check that information out on roxamoresports.com as well.
Yeah,
The game
man.
looks like it's just about in action here. Well, not just in action, but getting close to the action here.
I know, Max, you were saying you don't have a schedule yet. I'm actually trying to look and see if I can go find it. I know the Rose Bowl out in York Suburban's coming up. I know one of the team. Actually, let me just go double check, make sure they're here today. I'm not 100% sure, but I know Imani is going to play Steelton High Spire. Yeah, Imani is here. If we do see them, they will be on the championship field, as they are on the opposite side of the bracket, on the opposite side of the field where the uncool kids are playing. Steel Valley is playing Steelton High Spire, the 1A champs last year. There's a second game. Emotep is playing a school from Virginia that escapes my mind right now. And then the big one is York, who you saw here on the Roxamore Sports Network against Woodland Hills last year, versus Harrisburg, a team we were supposed to see on the Roxamore Sports Network, but Mother Nature said, no, you don't get that right.
Hey. Straight from the capital itself, Harrisburg.
Yeah, so those are 3 of the teams you'll see on August 26th. There is a game on October 25th as well, but York Suburban's in that one, and, forgive me, cannot remember, a video was put out by York Suburban Athletic Director Ron Corsi looking for the official quote-unquote press release on that, but that's going to be a good week, and I know you guys are going to be out there. I'm going to be right here in this press box on the other side screaming third down for Woodland Hills and a certain team from Oakland.
And with a new monitor as well to go with it, so looking forward to seeing that one. But right now, game looks like it's just about ready to start here. Again, the rain is off and on, at least so far. No deluges at the moment, but I don't want to jinx it. So far, good day for football. It's been like this throughout the whole summer. I mean, not really too humid, not really too sunny. I would say that's like the ideal condition for a football player. But nonetheless, looking forward to seeing what we got here. Again, we will be here all the way to 4 p.m. Today is the Knockouts and Championship. Last year was Woodland Hills that came out as the champion here at their own field. And of course, as you know it, multiple schools, a great many talent, one field, one championship. So looking forward to seeing who's going to come out champion here today. We will be covering Woodland Hills as well on this side of the field. So that game will be coming up. But at the moment, It's Still Valley versus Seton LaSalle. Seton LaSalle there in the green, Still Valley in the red and black. For those of you that don't know, and we'll be having 30 minutes to these games as opposed to the former 20 minutes per game. So right now it looks like this game is just about ready for action here. Seton LaSalle will be on the defense, Still Valley on the offense at the 40-yard line. The rules are otherwise pretty much the same.
Yeah, definitely no changes to the rules. So far you mentioned knockout. 2 teams knocked out so far. Monessen is gone. And then there were also, Baldwin was just, they were eliminated by Penn Hills, so the 15-16 seeds are out. And then there were 6 teams that did not qualify for the playoffs, and they go as followed. Alderdice Dragons, Franklin Regional Panthers, Chartiers Valley Colts, Shady Side Academy Bulldogs, West Mifflin Titans, and the South Allegheny Gladiators. So if you're tuning in to see them, oh, sorry, they're not here.
Right. Game is in action right now. Still Valley, number 3, caught the ball past the 30-yard line and is taken out by Seton LaSalle's defense.
Yeah, solid gain of about 15 there to bring up a 2nd down and 5. Steel Valley on offense first, the number 4 seed coming in. So Max, the winner of this game will take on the winner of our next game, number 5 seed Woodland Hills Wolverines versus number 12 seed the USO Panthers.
All right.
Wide open, the receiver caught. Adjusted his body, makes a man miss. Gets down to about the 14-yard line for a 1st down for the Ironmen.
Let's see what we got here.
Good job by the receiver to adjust his body to make sure he caught that, and even look back to make sure he caught it. It's like, do I got enough room? Okay, but let me make sure I pull this ball in first. Max, if you look to our right, a lot of the teams are hanging out by the concession stand, not because they want some delicious food. Right. They want to stay dry.
Yeah, we do see a lot of umbrellas out here, and not just the teams, but the spectators as well. Let's see what we got. And, almost had it. Number 1 had his hands around the ball, but that ball had a lot of velocity to it, and just outside of his hands, it went.
You know, it's funny. We're saying, like, most of the teams are under cover by the concession stand, except for Clarendon. They are huddling under a tent right now, right by the ramp. So, good team bonding experience for the Bears.
They came prepared. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Brings 2nd down and goal to go. Ball at the 14-yard line for the Ironmen. Brown has a man, catches it for about a 10-yard gain, brings up 3rd and goal from the 5.
From my view, it looked like that was almost an interception. It looked like the defense almost had the ball there, but it went right out of their hands and right to number 1. So now they're just outside the end zone. It looks like potentially the first 6 points of this game will be accomplished just shortly here. Let's see what we got, though. It seems like number 1 is the go-to guy for Still Valley.
Yeah, their main goal this year is going to be replace, do everything, Cruz Brookins, who's now at Pitt.
Too much height on that ball. Too much height, and that corner wasn't looking exactly open. But perhaps the quarterback saw something I didn't as a commentator. Let's see what we got, though. 3 times the charm. Seton LaSalle's defense holding up quite well so far. And game in action. Quarterback looking where to send this ball out. He sends it straight, and indeed that is a touchdown there for Still Valley. The first one by yours truly, number 1 from Still Valley. 6-0 is, at least for now, the score. Still Valley in the lead. It looks like they're going for that 1-point attempt. which, if successful, will put them 7-0.
Steel Valley just going to spread everyone out, go trips to the near side. Quarterback is back. He has a receiver, or running back to his right. Throws it. Goes to the back of the end zone. Broken up.
All right.
Seton LaSalle takes a little bit of something out of there. As now they take over 1st and 20, ball at their own at the 40-yard line, looking to at least tie this game up.
Right. Keep in mind, interceptions are still worth 3 points, which can make a difference. But right now, it's just a one-touchdown game. We'll see what Seton LaSalle has cooking up here. I was actually satisfied with their defense. The defense was holding up quite well. Even they were in the end zone, it looked like there was potentially room for a turnover. But I'm looking forward to seeing how the offense goes about here in this game with Steel Valley.
Yeah, 3 receivers to the far side. Opposite of what you just saw. They fake the handoff. Quarterback has a man open. It's caught. He gets down to about the 26-yard line for a gain of 14 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Indeed. Number 19 from Seton LaSalle with the catch.
Yes.
And right now, I see the sun peeking through just a little bit. Perhaps this weather will let up.
Yeah, I was all ready to say, Max, go down there and go get an interview, but then I'm like, well, can't get that handsome face wet.
Sure we can. Just can't get the technology wet. See what we got here, and almost. That would have been so juicy had that went through. As he was just right past the 10-yard line, that would have gained him a lot of needed ground there for Seton LaSalle. But hey, it is what it is. You see the accuracy of the quarterback there, but the reception just wasn't there, unfortunately.
Yeah, definitely had the opportunity there. When he let the ball go, he had the man open, but good closing speed by the Ironman defense.
Absolutely. Well, they get another go around here. Seton LaSalle in action. Quarterback looking where to send this ball out. He sends it straight to number 22, past the 20-yard line. Gaining them some ground here in this play.
Yeah, but the ground was good enough for a 1st down, which gives him a brand new set of downs. 1st and goal from just beyond the 20-yard line.
Absolutely. Inching closer to that 20-yard line. Not 20-yard line. Inching closer to the end zone. Seton LaSalle has a chance to tie up this game here and potentially take a lead if they go for the additional points and succeed. Let's see what we got here. Quarterback looking where to send this ball. He is aiming close by. Ran out of time, unfortunately, for him.
Yeah, he held on to it as long as he could. Unfortunately, couldn't get it off in time because he had his check down open, but a wasted play nonetheless.
Right. Yeah, it looked like he was eyeing the end zone there, but you realized he was running out of time, so he just sent it to the closest guy, which makes sense.
He had about 13 minutes left in this game. And that's 13 minutes real time, not 13 minutes game time.
Right. Should be an interesting day here, though. Right now, number 14 caught that ball past the 15-yard line.
Now, I like what he did. He pulled it in, looked behind him to make sure the one he pulled it in, and then ran up. It's kind of like me when we play in the Turkey Bowl. Catch is like, okay, is anyone around me? I guess I got to go forward now.
Yeah, you got to move. It's all about the movement. Let's see what we got here. At the 10-yard line, Seton LaSalle bringing on the gravity onto Steel Valley. Let's see what we got here. And, almost an interception there by number 8 from Steel Valley. Almost got the ball there for his team, which would have been just devastating. Not devastating in the sense that it's going to change the game, but devastating in the sense that it would have just been a gut punch there for Seton LaSalle had he actually got that ball.
All right, so 4th and goal for the Ironmen, for the Rebels.
Getting closer here. Seton LaSalle looking good, looking good. So far, satisfactory performance from the defense and from the offense. And Still Valley as well. Got a bit of a game changer here.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not sure what happened there, but all we know is Steel Valley's got the ball back.
They got the ball back indeed. All right. So I believe that counts as 2 points, Mike. Okay, 2 points it is then. 2-0, Still Valley in the lead here. Actually, I lied. 8-0. Still Valley in the lead.
Yeah, it's 2 points in my book.
2 points in your book. Well, there we have it. Yeah, I am confused about what happened there. I thought I was reading the field well, but unfortunately I don't have ears down on the field at the moment. So let's see. Still Valley is back on the offense here at the 40-yard line. It was looking so good there for Seton LaSalle. I mean, talked about a gut punch earlier if that interception went through, but look at that pass. Oh, what? Right off the bat, a touchdown. First play right there. Beautifully done. Quarterback, mighty fine arm, and great feet there. I believe that's number 2 from Still Valley. Can't really see just yet until he turns around. My eyes are locked on him, though. I'll let you know who caught that ball. Number 3, I believe. Could be incorrect about that. They kind of all huddled together, but nonetheless, a great catch there and a great run by Still Valley. Going back, sending it in for the 1-point attempt, and it is caught there by Still Valley, sending them 9-0.
Yeah, the touchdown pass just, with the rain coming down, we're eventually going to see a rainbow, and we're going to see, rainbows going on throughout the field, but just... So just a heads up, at the conclusion of this game, D. Brown will be giving out some trophies. So one of us will be down there, rain permitting, but looks like rain has stopped for the time being.
Seton LaSalle sends it straight and caught there past the 25-yard line.
Yeah, it gets down to about the 23-yard line, gain of 17, but good job by the receiver to see that ball in. Like it a lot. You know what? I gave him credit. They actually got an extra yard, so it is second and 2 after the 18-yard gain. Quarterback's back. He has his man open. Seton LaSalle doesn't have any points yet, but they're finding the pockets of space.
Absolutely.
In that defense, so they just got to crack the code to get into the end zone. Yeah. As we see our next 2 teams making their way down to the field, that is the Woodland Hills Wolverines and the USO Panthers.
Indeed. 15-0 right now, but that nothing looks like it's getting ready to change. And again, Seton LaSalle looked like they had a lot of opportunity to get a touchdown and that last play we saw with them when they were on the offense. And
they do get their touchdown, Max.
How about that? Seton LaSalle, 6 points, under 15.
Nice. The Rebels not dead yet.
They're going in for that 2-point attempt, it looks like.
No, they're going to go for 1.
1, okay.
It's a little surprising, but I totally understand it.
Right. Mike, I just hallucinated there. I thought I saw him going for the 10-yard line. Well, let's see what we got here. Seton LaSalle sends it in, and unfortunately for them, that pass goes nowhere but out. So it remains 6 under 15, Still Valley in the lead. Still Valley going back to the 40-yard line. It's looking like potentially like a sure thing for them as time is running out here for them. And they hold the lead. The best thing Seton LaSalle can hope for right now in this play is to get that interception, get that 3 points, and then get a touchdown thereafter, along with the additional 2 points. If they can make it that far, well, let's see what we got here, though. Steel Valley, they mean business, as we've seen from the quarterback. They're able to get a lot of ground with that long-range artillery from the quarterback, provided the reception is right where it needs to be. Let's see what we got here. Game just about ready. Quarterback has it. He sends it deep just like that, and it looks like a sure thing, and indeed it is right there at the end zone. Seems to just be the signature play here for Steel Valley, and look at that performance right there. You gotta love it.
Big fan of the dance in the end zone.
I believe that was number 1 from Steel Valley that caught that ball, but I could be incorrect about that. Let me just see the back of his jersey here.
Yeah, with about 6 minutes to go in real time, looks like Steel Valley's definitely going to move on. And their next game's not going to be for about an hour and a half, because our next game after the award ceremony, of course, is the number 5 seed Woodland Hills Wolverines versus the number 12 seed USO Panthers.
Ooh, looking
and
forward
after
to
that, we have the 8 seed Bishop Canevin Crusaders versus the number 9 Aliquip Equips. And that should be a good one.
Absolutely.
We saw Bishop Canevin here on Wednesday, and as this 1-point conversion is completed, 22-6. But we got only half of that Bishop Canevin team. The other half was out playing 7-on-7 for the Steelers, bringing home a trophy.
Hey. So there we have it. Number 1 got that ball for the touchdown, and number 19 got it for the additional 1 point. 22-6 is now the score. Seton LaSalle, the game's not over till it's over. Yeah. Even here in the knockouts. Got to give it your best shot, especially since the official season is just around the corner.
Yeah, you got to get a quick score here to even make it a chance to get back, because the numbers, they don't lie. This man's wide open.
Yeah, there's some sliding there. Not exactly sure if it was because the field was wet or if there was actually a little bit of a push there, but
a little bit of both.
Yeah, a little bit of both. We'll go with that. Seton LaSalle, just as we've seen throughout this whole game, quick when it comes to gaining ground here on the field. Unfortunately, it's just not enough at this point in time when you look at the score, and that looked like that could have been something right there. Number 12 from Seton LaSalle was in the end zone. Defense from Steel Valley was on the money as they were able to block that reception.
Yeah, but 3 minutes real time to go in this game, and what we'll do next game is we'll let the clock set it to 20 minutes and we'll let it run. So that way we can try to keep the time as best we can as Seton LaSalle tries to get the first down, and they do. Said still about 3 minutes. I know I'm going off the clock on my computer, so that says 12:47. So they have just under 3 minutes to try to score a touchdown here and get a ball back and try to get another one. But you got to get the first one first. They do. It's just shy, 2nd and goal.
Steel Valley's in the red. Seton LaSalle's in the green.
Seton LaSalle going hurry up. Trying to get something, looking for someone. Has a man, doesn't see him, finally does. Touchdown Rebels. They really want to be able to call Paris Ford their alumni.
Can you blame them? 12-22. Seton LaSalle behind, Steel Valley in the lead.
No, they're down by 10 now, but they're going to go for 2 here. They get this 2 and get a quick interception and a score, they could pull the upset. But time is not on their side.
Almost had it. Number 22 was right there. Had he just been a few inches over, that ball could have potentially been his.
Yeah, that definitely makes it a little harder. Now they have to get that. Because I'm just trying to do quick math in my head. They get the interception. That would be 3. That would give them 15. Yeah. They could still do it, but if you're Steel Valley here, you go super conservative.
Right. And time is running out also. So it looks like Steel Valley is fairly in a comfortable position now that they have the offensive play, unless they lose it to an interception.
We can actually see one of the Rebels coaches go, "Come on, guys, come on, go, go, go."
He knows what's at stake here. It's more than a championship. Pride is everything when it comes to preparing yourself up for the official season. Not getting too high off your pride, but enough to understand each other and feel confident in your plays. So let's see what we got here. Steel Valley looking good at the 40-yard line. Quarterback in action. He sends it short off to number 7.
Catch.
And it's still in effect. I guess they all just made an assumption there. You know what they say about assumptions. So.
Yeah, we got the oohs and ahs going up here. Making moves to make the defenders miss. Bonus points for this being 7-on-7, making people miss. That's how you know you're good.
Steel Valley, just like that. Gained much needed ground here for them, putting them even more in a comfortable position. Let's see, they're all just outside the end zone here. Knowing what we know about Steel Valley, I feel almost confident enough to say this is a sure thing, but number 1, Steel Valley's go-to guy, takes the ball for the touchdown and puts them in a fairly comfortable position.
Yeah, and
Mike.
so comfortable, in fact, the referee decides to blow his whistle. So your final score, the Steel Valley Ironmen move on as they defeat the Seton LaSalle Rebels 28-12. Steel Valley moves on to the next round. Seton LaSalle goes home. Steel Valley plays the winner of our next game, the Woodland Hills Wolverines, who look like they brought pretty much the whole squad here to face the USO Panthers.
Last year's champions. Looking forward to having 2 years in a row of being the 7-on-7 champion. Seton LaSalle, you give it your best shot. Official season is just around the corner. Got plenty of time to practice. Looking forward to seeing how you guys perform when that season comes.
So Max, why don't you looks like the skies are clearing up. Why don't you run down and go talk to D Brown about some of these rewards? I'll hold it down up here for you.
Absolutely. Looking forward.
I'll go get the next interview, I promise, because we got to each run up and down here. So
Absolutely. Get your exercise in.
yeah, we see all the teams gathering around the big WH. So I said Max is on his way down there right now, making sure he can grab some interviews. See if we can get D Brown on the mic. Yeah, it's nice to see all these teams come together for this. Let's go over all the teams that are here in no particular order. The Farrell Steelers, Monessen Greyhounds, Bishop Canevin Crusaders, Aliquip Equips, Woodland Hills Wolverines, USO Panthers, Steel Valley Ironmen, Seton LaSalle Rebels, Clarendon Bears, Perry Commodores, Johnstown Trojans, Brashear Bulls, Imani Saints, Carrick Raiders, Penn Hills Indians, and, of course, the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders. Those are the only teams that made the playoffs, and the 6 that did not make it but still participated: the Alderdice Dragons, Franklin Regional Panthers, Chartiers Valley Colts, Shady Side Academy, West Mifflin Titans, and South Allegheny Gladiators.
Who was that? Tuesday was Farrell. Farrell was on Tuesday. Where's Farrell at? Champs.
And we'll now turn it
That
over
was a
to
tough
D. Brown as
division
he
over
hands
here.
out some awards.
Wednesday was Steel Valley. The offensive MVP. MVP, Deron Barksdale. All right, so now finish this off and let's play for the chip. I appreciate y'all. All right. Thank you. All right, let's resume. Let's go for this rain. Let's go. Yep.
All right, so Deron Barksdale wins the MVP overall. And the other one I was able to hear, the offensive MVP, going to the quarterback of the Penn Hills Indians, Julian Duggar. So we're going to hopefully be able to get an interview with D. Brown from Max. Okay, we were able to get Max with D. Brown, so we're going to hand it on over to Max.
Speed and agility himself, D. Brown. D. Brown, how do you feel about today's performance?
Oh yeah, I mean it's been like this for these 6 to 8 weeks. For these 8 weeks, I mean the kids is out here playing hard, giving it all they got. Kids getting exposure. That's the main thing. That's why I did it, and I also did it because I wanted to have that breakdown between the the high school 7-on-7 in the club. That way, the high school coaches can be comfortable about doing the 7-on-7, play in a structured situation, and the kids can get identified.
Absolutely. And what's the best way that these kids could get identified outside the 7-on-7?
There's various. You got someone. They just did the Steelers 11-on-11 on. You got camps. Of course, we do speed training starting in January. We go Monday, Wednesday, 7 to 9, Saturday, 2 to 4, and then Thursday we do positional night. So it's just various different ways, Right. Yeah, there's a lot of different outside entities, that kids can participate in to get identified.
Absolutely. Now, this year's 7-on-7, are you taking any notes away from this year's 7-on-7 and going to change things up in next year's?
Right. Well, one of the goals is to expand it out to 4 different divisions. Here, north, south, west, wherever it may be. So the goal is to have 4 schools, 8 to 10 teams at each school, a 6-week schedule, then the 7th week do a round robin, and then the winner of the round robin playing a Final Four double elimination.
All right, well, looking forward to it. All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. All right, so we're going to try to find ourselves one of the athletes with the trophy in their hand. We are heading on to the next on the field. I just got to find one of these guys here.
Good job there, Max. So it's looking forward to our next matchup, which is, of course, the number 5 seed Woodland Hills Wolverines versus the number 12 seed USO Panthers. If you follow college basketball at all, the 5-12 matchup. It's always a popular one for upsets, but we'll see. Woodland Hills comes in not only with the home field advantage, but they got a championship to defend. So USO, do not be prepared. We're going to have a 5A versus City League, but do not let those the difference in classifications fool you. USO, if I can borrow a line, from Max. So USO, of course, USO, of course, known by 3 different schools: USO, University Prep, and Obama. And of course, all 3 have different names. So do not ask me how, but they are. Said now that Max is back up here, borrow a line from them. very powerful team.
But nonetheless, it seems like Still Valley, they came, they saw, and they won. So they left. Some of them are still here, though.
Yeah, I said they gonna keep an eye on this, and they're hanging out under one of the other tents right now because they got the winner of this game. And if I said we have a really good quarterback matchup as the rising senior. I got to pull his name back up because I do not want to get this incorrect. Max Kirsche for the Panthers of USO, and the rising sophomore Cam Walter for the Woodland Hills Wolverines. So we're only a couple minutes away. Going off our clock, we are less than 1 minute to go. So Woodland Hills does their patented Wolverine jumping jacks before the game, and they look hype.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, just gonna face one of you guys so you guys can take a look at our pretty faces here right now. Get a good look at our setup here. We're in the press box here at the Woodland Hills Wolvearena. I'm right behind Mike here. But nonetheless, great day, great atmosphere. I mean, it's not hot. It's not hot. Yeah, and
it was hot when we walked in.
Oh, I mean, it was, yeah, but right now it's like the ideal weather for an athlete. Right now it looks like Woodland Hills, they're riding high on their confidence. Last year they were the champion of the 7-on-7. This year it's subject to change, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they got here. But Mike, I mean, overall, it looks like the official season is going to be pretty juicy. I mean, It looks like the performance, what we see here, at least from Still Valley, it's just been phenomenal what the quarterbacks are capable of. They have an amazing arm, great distance, great accuracy. That's something you would absolutely need in the official season.
Oh, yeah, wait till you see the two quarterbacks in this game. It's going to be a show. Get your popcorn ready. But, man, the Woodland Hills looks like they are going to start on offense. Okay, and I said for this game, we're going to run a 20-second timer. We're just going to let that go. Now, that, of course, is going to be unofficial. Or 20-minute timer, excuse me. So, Cam Walter under center, two receivers to his near. Changes the play. Walters is back. Hits his running back, Brandon Jones, for a gain of 2 on the play. Brings up second down 18. So, it's pretty interesting what they're doing with Brandon Jones this 7-on-7. He's been their starting running back for the past 2 years, but they're playing him more receiver, and they're giving him a little bit of run at safety. Played a little bit of safety the last few years, but, because they got some pretty good athletes at center now as they decide to go 5 wide. Gets the play call from offensive coordinator Cam Sadler, which is still one of the craziest things, seeing a Gateway Hall of Famer wearing a Woodland Hills shirt, as Walters completes that pass to Amir Brown.
Yeah, Woodland Hills gaining a lot of ground here. Looking good, looking good.
Amir gets it down about the 23-yard line for a 3rd and 3.
We do have more spectators here in the crowd. Again, if you come here to the Woodland Hills Wolverena, you're in Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania, tickets will be $5. So have cash if you do come. Quarterback in action, Cam Walter.
He's got a couple options. Caught by Prince Tarrant. That's good enough for the Wolverine first down.
Yeah, had to send it somewhere. It looks like he was running low on time. I wasn't sure if he was trying to take it further or if he was trying to play it close all along, but nonetheless, they did gain ground here for Woodland Hills.
Yeah, he had the option to go into Prince Tarrant or Amir Brown, and Prince is actually a newcomer to this program. His father, Brian Tarrant, is the new head coach.
Game in action, Cam Walters sends it straight, but unfortunately for Woodland Hills, that is an incomplete pass as the defense was absolutely on the money there.
Yeah, attempted to squeeze it in there to Brandon Jones. Could not complete that pass. Again, Cam Sadler in the khaki bucket hat, calling in the play as they go 3 to the far side. Cam takes the snap. Looking around. Goes to his check down, and it's caught. You know, earlier on, you know, Cam's favorite target, Scoop Smith, was out with a hip injury. So he was still part of the team, still, you know, acting like a semi-coach, essentially. But now this we know Cam and Scoop have a chemistry.
Right.
We know, but now when he was out, that gave him a chance to work with some other receivers. It looks like he's building some with Prince Tarrant as this pass is open, and we just talk about it. Scoop in the end zone for 6.
Scoop Smith, he's not playing basketball, he's playing football, and he's doing phenomenal in both games. 6 points awarded to Woodland Hills.
That's what we mentioned. You know, at the end of the day, you know Scoop and Cam are like, all right, we're old reliable. And I was wondering what that noise was. It sounded like some buzzing going on. They're doing some yard work above the Wolvearena. So, Max, you're finally getting your wish.
Absolutely. If they can just get the weeds in between the bleachers, that would just make me feel all so more satisfied. Oh, let's see what we got here. And they got it for Woodland Hills. That additional 1.7 over nothing.
What a throw by Cam Walter, and what a job by Brandon Jones to pull that in. But, Max, we better not make those custodial workers over there mad, because one of them has a machete right now.
I'm up in the press box. I got a window I can climb out of, but yeah, don't want to get cornered up here. But nonetheless, great game here. USO now on the offense at the 40-yard line, ready to bring in the heat. Looking forward to seeing what they got. They came this far. They ain't gonna let down. Right now, the score is 7 over nothing. Woodland Hills here at their own field in the lead. We know what their quarterback is capable of. We see him in passing.
Intercepted by Amir Brown.
Oh, man. 10 over nothing, just like that. Woodland Hills back on the offense. I mean, I was hyping up the quarterback there for USO, and I think I jinxed him. Gave him the classic commentator's jinx, so my bad, USO. Much love to you. Speaking of which, much love to the audience here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Thank you for joining us here for the 210 Speed and Agility 7-on-7 Knockouts and Championship, Year 2. And, of course, shout out to the Cam Walters family, the Walters family that watches all the way down in Florida, in North Carolina.
Scoop goes in motion to overload the near side. Cam Walters back. Goes towards Scoop. He has him, but a pass is intercepted. USO gets the ball right back. You know what, Max? I don't think any one of these teams actually wants to hold the ball.
Nope. 10 over 3. Woodland Hills in the lead. USO coming back with vengeance. Absolutely love to see it. They did not take kindly to that loss of that ball in the last play. So now they are back on the offense at the 40-yard line. They gave Woodland Hills a little bit of taste of pride, but, you know, that was just a sample. Don't get used to it. USO, looking good here.
Sorry, Max Kiersey gets another shot to show to redeem himself. The long, lanky, 6'2", 155-pound rising senior. Kiersey takes the snap. Throws middle, it's caught. Oh, and it's getting a little chippy down there.
Yeah. Again, it's a one-hand touch, but sometimes that one-hand touch can get a little bit, It's understandable.
So after that last interception, you know, a couple of the USO players got into a couple faces of the Wolverines as that pass gets down to the 32-yard line for a gain of 8, brings up 2nd down and 12. But there was definitely some trash talking going on as now the coaches are coming in to say, hey, guys, cool it down.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's a 7-on-7. It's a skirmish, but at the same time, yeah, pride is at stake here. You want to give your best shot. And also the exposure, but I mean, you want to give your best example of your performance, not your worst. So fighting is definitely not the way to go.
I don't think any of these kids are going to throw hands.
Yeah.
They will throw a nice block there as a flag is on the play. I like the blocking the man. He just kind of stay low like, oh, no, my arms don't work anymore. What am I going to do? I just so happened to get in the way of the receiver. Totally illegal, but I like it nonetheless.
Right. USO looking threatening here. Absolutely love it. As mentioned, they came a long way. They're not going to let down. So Woodland Hills defense holding up quite well so far.
Now, we mentioned Prince Tarrant being newcomers. That ball gets placed back to the 34-yard line. You see there's a big gentleman in the middle of the field. That is George Hill. He is a rising junior, returned to the Pittsburgh area from Atlanta. Look for him to be a mainstay as we have a man wide open.
Ooh.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Yeah, look at that.
Good breakdown in coverage for the Wolverines. USO 1 point away from tying this game up.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what they're going for, is the 1 point attempt. So they're looking for a tied game, and I absolutely love a close game. USO, as mentioned, as expected, bringing in their best performance.
So USO going for 10 unanswered points here. It looked like Woodland Hills was on the verge of running away with it after Amir Brown's interception as Kiersey sends a man in motion. The USO said, nuts to that.
Oh, could have had a tied game there, and now it's just a 1 point difference in the score. Not bad, though. Not bad.
So
Woodland Hills still in the lead.
We saw how USO responded. Now, how do the Wolverines respond?
Let's see what we got. Woodland Hills back on the offense at the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
Cam Walter as the quarterback.
Yeah, the whole time I'm looking over Cam, Walter, Scoop Smith, and Cam Sadler. Lots of C's and S's down there.
Yeah.
But they're already going over their next couple plays. So we have Amir Brown, Scoop Smith, Brandon Jones at the top of your screen, Prince Tarrant. Not sure who number 7 is. My guess is that Ziggy Moore, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to. Here, goes to his check down, Brandon Jones. Brandon reverses field, loses about 1. Or, excuse me, takes himself back a couple yards for a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 18.
Right.
And going off our clock, we have about 9 minutes and 47 seconds left, but that is, of course, unofficial.
Right.
When you hear the double whistle blow, then you know the game's over. We're going to try to keep semi. I think Cam's back. He's got Brandon Jones open in the middle, sliding catch.
At the 20-yard
Brandon
line.
Jones showing good hands for a running back.
Absolutely.
And it is confirmed as a catch. Just shy of the first down marker that brings up 3rd and 1 for the Wolverines.
All right, so we are now at the 20-yard line, Woodland Hills. Right now, riding on a 1 point lead. Looking to change that and make it 7 or 9 points or 8. See, Walter sends it straight to 20 as 20 takes it to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Brandon Jones getting a lot of love this game. 1st and goal for the Wolverines. Not letting that interception in breakdown and coverage cost them 5 yards away from pay dirt.
Absolutely. It looks like Woodland Hills is really hurdling this play out as they're just outside the end zone here. Looks like this could be a touchdown here for Woodland Hills, but let's see what they got here. Cam Walter, quarterback, ready for the play, has the ball in his hands, is eyeing the left side of the field, and a athlete is open. That is Scoop Smith, and that counts.
And they go to Brandon Jones pretty much the entire drive, and then Scoop Smith uses his shiftiness to get open in the end zone, his 2nd of the night.
16-0. Going in for that 1 point attempt, it looks like.
Yeah, they're already up 7, so as they go with bunch formation to the near side with Brandon Jones, Amir Brown, Scoop Smith, Prince Tarrant by himself up top. Prince is open in the back of the end zone. It is caught. Give 1 more point to the Wolverines. 17-9. USO, it's their chance to respond.
Close game, close game. Absolutely love to see it. Great display performance from both sides. Great on the offense, great on the defense, all around. So, I'd say this is definitely one for the notes. I mean, by the time the official season rolls around, these guys are going to be absolutely just threatening. Something you don't want to mess around with.
No, and I said Woodland Hills, they know first impressions are important. This year, it's going to mean a little bit more because you got a brand new coaching staff. Only the third ever is Kiersey's back. Another breakdown in coverage, just overthrows him.
Yeah.
USO going for the deep shots every time, and you know what? It's there. You might as well take it.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, that one was really well lined up there. It's looking like a sure thing, like a repeat from the previous play we saw with the USO. But
and we see two coaches for Woodland Hills. The gentleman in the basketball jersey is Chris Edmonds, former NFL player, now the defensive coordinator for the Wolverines. And the gentleman in the white shorts with the leggings is new head coach Brian Tarrant. And he is a defensive-minded man, was a state champion defensive coordinator for Penn Hills back in 2018. This USO was wide open. Tackle there by Landon Akins, a former Roxamore Combine participant.
Absolutely. Let's not forget about a basketball player as well. Let's see what we have here. USO gaining ground, approaching the end zone. Let's see what we got here with the reception. We know what the quarterback is capable of. Reception is pretty much magnetic for the most part when it comes to the passes. It seems like it just really connects well, just as you have seen there. Past the 10-yard line.
They roll that incomplete because you mentioned magnetics. I thought, man, that's a hell of a catch by the receiver. Just unfortunately didn't survive the ground. Pops out incomplete. So a massive 4th and 2 here for the Panthers.
Yeah, it's looking like the potential was really there. I mean, and it was, but it was looking like that could have been a sure thing, but it was incomplete, unfortunately for USO. But they are looking good here on the offense. Defense-wise, Woodland Hills also holding up very well.
Kiersey's back, completes the pass. Flag is on the play. So they stop him just short of the goal line, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll see who it's on.
He got his practice in nonetheless. Let's see what we have here.
It's holding on the Wolverines. So count the completion. 1st and goal for the Panthers.
Just outside the end zone here. USO encroaching on Woodland Hills.
So ball will be placed at the 3-yard line. USO down by 8. But threatening here with just over 4 minutes to go by our clock.
And,
Yeah, flag on the play. And it will be pass interference on Amir Brown with the Wolverines. So let's redo that first down for the Panthers. They had a height advantage. But don't let that height advantage fear you. Amir Brown, heck of an athlete.
Absolutely. And again, for those of you that don't know, we're going all the way till 4 p.m. So we got more action here on the Roxamore Sports Network, as well as in-person interviews here on the field at the Woodland Hills Wolvearena.
So USO first down once again. Kiersey takes a snap. Tipped. Almost intercepted. As a matter of fact, should have been intercepted, if we're being honest here. So bring up 2nd down and goal. Ball remains at the 3-yard line. USO threatening with just under 2 minutes to go by our clock. So this is where it gets a little harder for USO. End zone 7 yards deep. They're at the 3. They only have 10 yards to work with, but it also means only 10 yards for Woodland Hills to cover. And it doesn't matter because USO just marches right into the end zone. for the touchdown.
Absolutely. Just 2 points under right now, so it makes sense if they go for that 10-yard line.
They absolutely have to. Only have about just a shade under 2.5 minutes to go. And Woodland Hills is already getting their offense ready, getting instructions from Cameron Sadler.
Let's see what we got here. Woodland Hills, the champion of the 7-on-7 last year, now being challenged by USO. As USO is 15 under 17. Going in for that 2-point attempt at the 10-yard line.
You know, Max, it is 7-on-7, and I'm getting pretty excited for this.
Absolutely.
Kiersey's back, throws it open, caught, but he's out of bounds. Good coverage there by Landon Aikens of the Wolverines.
Gotta love Landon Aikens.
Essentially, he used that sideline as an extra defender. So now, with just under 90 seconds to go, Woodland Hills, 2-point lead. Do they pull a Steel Valley and milk the clock just a little bit? And the coaching staff going over a meeting right now. Do you take the checks downs because an interception would essentially put the game away for the Panthers? So we'll see what the Wolverines do here.
Yeah,
they did a lot of check downs to Brandon Jones last time. Let's see if they keep that same strategy as we, again, under our clock, unofficial, under 55 seconds to go here.
Right. That interception is worth everything for USO right now. You know, once they get that ball, they're not going to let it go. So that is potentially the name of the game here for USO's defense. And I'm sure Woodland Hills is aware of that. So let's see what the strategy is here with Cam Walter as the quarterback.
Cam taking a chance, throws to his running back. Yeah, they're going to go for it, even though an interception would all but end their chances of repeating. But they're going to go for it. They went again. I'm not exactly sure who that running back is. My assumption is it's Ziggy Moore, but again, not 100% sure.
Right. We talked about changes for the next 7-on-7. Definitely a roster would be very much needed.
So Max, just a heads up, our timer has run out. So again, that was unofficial. So game could end any minute here.
Let's see what we got then.
Cam going for Amir Brown, and it's intercepted. And a flag comes down though. A flag has come down. So hold the phone. Some Wolverine coaches are clapping.
Yeah, I'm not. See
so
this?
We'll see who the flag is on.
Yeah, if we could just
drama here at the Wolvereena.
Yeah. If we could just get a microphone down on the field, that'd be great. But not sure what the call is here. Some discussion going on with the referee and the coaches at the moment. And it looks like that did go over to USO.
So it just by going where they placed the ball, it looks like at 3 points puts USO in the lead. Yeah, not sure about the time. So our time was unofficial. So Woodland Hills down 1. Has to get an interception here or else their dreams of defending are over.
I mean, it's not one championship enough for you guys? No.
You know, Max, last year against Shaler, Woodland Hills in a tied game, went for it, ended up throwing an interception, and then gave up a late touchdown. So you wonder, it's happening again to them.
Right.
So Kiersey under center takes the snap. He's just going to hold it. He's not even going to throw it. And they do a little pitch because you have to go forward. They're not even going to take the chance.
Got to bleed that clock.
It's very smart, and that will do it. USO, our first upset of the afternoon. The 12-seed USO Panthers defeat the reigning champion Woodland Hills Wolverines. There will be a new champion.
Well, How about
The
that?
USO Panthers 18, Woodland Hills Wolverines 17.
No shot off of Woodland Hills, though. Woodland Hills gave it the best shot. We know what they're fully capable of. Just in the title, champion of the 7-7 last year in 2022. But looking forward to seeing what they got here coming up around August.
Yeah, August 25th, they'll return right to this field as throw it back to the old Quad East days. That's going to be a good one. So,
Absolutely.
you know, maybe you let this burn a little bit.
Right,
You know, when
right.
you had it in your hand, throwing a late interception, and we even mentioned that.
Right.
We mentioned that. We said, you know, they're going to go for it, and it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Something that kind of stings a little bit, you know. As an athlete, you know, you think maybe if I didn't do this, it could have been different. But, hey, I mean, this whole thing's a learning process. So, again, no shine off you, Woodland Hills. No shine off you. So, right now we have another game coming up here shortly. USO came out victorious in that one, 18-17. So, we do have more action here on the Roxamore Sports Network. And, of course, speaking of the official season, August is the official season for high school football, so be sure to tune in here on the Roxamore Sports Network. All platforms being YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and of course the Roxamore Sports Network website as well. And you can check out the Roxamore Sports website for schedules. Around August, I don't believe we have anything at the moment for football here over the summer as of yet. But again, around August, be sure to check out the schedule. We do cover Pittsburgh Public Schools now. So your school might just be on there, on that schedule. And of course, if you want to have your company sponsored, also contact our CEO and executive producer, Leon Rockymore, at roxamoresports.com. You can find the information on the webpage for that as well. So we got our next game coming up here. Let me just take a looky-loo at the schedule here. So let's see, we are heading off into our 1:30 game. So that's Bishop Canavan versus Quip. Aliquippa, to be exact, or the Aliquippa Quips. So that is going to be...
This one's going to be incredible.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Got Bishop Canavan and Aliquippa Quips here on the field. Looking at Aliquippa there in the black and red, and Bishop in the blue. We got quite a lot of blue here today. We had Woodland Hills, Johnstown, and Bishop Canavan. But right now, you are looking for some action here on the Roxamore Sports Network. I'm Maximilian Kiever, alongside with everybody's favorite guy, Mike Costa, the one and only, here on the Roxamore Sports Network.
All right, so just a quick update on the standings. So earlier on, the Farrell Steelers defeated the Monessen Greyhounds. Farrell's the number 1 seed overall. Our first upset was the USO Panthers defeating the number 5 seed Woodland Hills Wolverines. And the other one, we have the number 4 seed Steel Valley Ironmen defeating the number 13 seed St. LaSalle Rebels. And this one, just by going by the numbers, number 8 seed Bishop Canavan Crusaders and number 9 Aliquippa Quips. This one should be a good one.
Oh, you know it. You definitely know it. Aliquippa's a mighty powerful team, just as much as Bishop Canavan. Not so much in football, but in basketball as well. And other sports. Great sports athletics department from these schools.
Yeah, and just
it's
Max, real quick, look at the numbers. It looks like Aliquippa only has 8 players down there.
8 of the best, Mike. So looking forward to seeing this game kick up in just a few minutes here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Again, you can check us out on various platforms, that being Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, Roku TV, Twitter, Facebook, Facebook beta page, and Roxamore Sports as well.
Yeah, but Max, here's the thing though. Aliquippa having small numbers, that's nothing for them. Voluntarily, for years, have chosen to play up.
Right.
And even though they're listed as a single A school, due to the competitive balance rule, they play up in 4A now. Won the state championship last year. This year, fell short as they played the Bishop McDevitt Crusaders out of Harrisburg in a rematch from the prior year. So I said,
Right.
Aliquippa already, yeah, they're proving this is nothing to them. So, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, Woodland Hills, the champions, knocked out.
And live it up for a couple more hours, boys.
Well, let's see who's the. I mean, this changes things up now. I mean, we know it's not going to be them, so we'll have history in the making here on the Roxamore Sports Network. That last game will be around 4 p.m. So if you still see your school here on the field, it might just be your boys. Right now, I'm seeing West Mifflin.
Nah, West Mifflin's out of that is Carrick, Max.
Carrick, okay.
You got the right colors.
Okay,
But
that's always throws me off the colors.
The easiest way to remember that it's Carrick is some of their players are wearing their football pants.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. We got Amani, Bishop Canavan, Aliquippa Quips, Johnstown. Just scanning the field here. It looks like we got Baldwin still.
Now, Baldwin was the second team eliminated after Monessen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Point of case, we got a lot of people here. We're not on field 1 at the moment. We're on field 2, so there's some games going on over there. But nonetheless, this game is just about ready here. There's a bit of a huddle discussion between these two schools. It's going to be Bishop Canavan versus Aliquippa Quips.
Yeah, Bishop Canavan, I said, they brought the whole team this time as they sent a split squad here on Wednesday. So now you got everyone here, so they got a full arsenal of weapons.
All right, it looks like the players are taking the positions on the field here. Looks more so Aliquippa here on the defense, which means Bishop Canavan is on the offense here. So we're just about ready for action here on field 2. Let's see what we got.
All right.
And so far, the weather is actually clearing up right now. For a second, it looked like we're going to deal with some pretty bad weather, potentially a thunderstorm, as we did hear thunder earlier. But right now, it's not clear skies, but it's not raining, and it's not cloudy at the moment. Not smoky either.
So, Max, I just want to go over the standings real quick. Farrell is the number 1 seed overall. They will play the winner of this game between the Bishop Canavan Crusaders and the Aliquippa Quips. USO will take on Steel Valley in our next matchup. And after that, we will be done with the first round. So we'll have everything ready to go for the second round as more and more teams get eliminated. Aliquippa getting their helmets on, getting ready to go on defense. Bishop Canavan will take over to begin this game with Cole Olszewski, the rising junior, under center today for the Crusaders.
All right, so game is just about ready here. Looking forward to seeing what we got in this event.
And I do want to
schools,
mention
one field.
more Quips have shown up. So
All
they
right.
do have more than 8.
Still
They got 11 down there, so
11
they'll be
of
able
the
to make
best.
some changes. But like I said, the small numbers. Olszewski's back, looking for somebody. Has a man open in the corner of the end zone. It's going to be cut and dropped.
Yeah.
And we're going to play a little smart this time and start the timer a little bit later. But I said that is unofficial, and that's just something for us to go off of.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Already, you see the quarterback there from Bishop Canavan with the utmost power in that throw. A little taste of what's to come here from Bishop Canavan. Looking forward to see what the Aliquip equips get ready in their arsenal. Let's see what we have here. Quarterback. He sends it straight almost about and out of anybody's hands as that pass is incomplete.
Yeah, back-to-back plays where right through the fingertips of the receivers, but then this Aliquippa defense is no joke. And they don't even have Cameron Lindsay out there, the 4-star linebacker who's committed to the University of Pittsburgh.
At the 40-yard line still, Bishop Canavan just giving us samples here of their power, but no ground covered. Until now.
Fires that pass in there to Jason Cross for the 15-yard completion and brings up a 4th and 5 for the Crusaders. Of course, you remember the Bishop Canavan Crusaders. You saw them here on the Roxamore Sports Network way back in August of last year, where they infamously spiked it on 4th down to end the game against the eventual state champion Steel High Rollers.
Absolutely. Bishop Canavan in action here. They send it straight and taken out by the defense. Nonetheless, they did gain some ground in that play as they're weighing in onto the end zone, just outside of it.
Yeah, they got down to about the 15-yard line, so 1st and goal, 15 yards to pay dirt. Sitch sends a man in motion, scrambles to his left. Has a man open in the end zone, caught for 6.
Beautifully done, beautifully done. That's that chef's kiss right there. Finish as number 22 for Bishop Canavan got it in for the touchdown.
And they're going to go for 1 here.
Let's see what we got here. As they are just outside the end zone, going in for that 1-point attempt, looking to turn that 6 into a 7. Already off to a good start. Not much to go. And pass incomplete. Defense was putting a very tight grip onto his chances of getting that ball. And that sends the Aliquip equips to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, lots of hand fighting in the corner of the end zone, but no harm, no foul. So Aliquippa takes over now. Got to respond. They have about just over 16 minutes to go.
So let's see what we got here at the 40-yard line. The Aliquip equips a powerhouse, bringing their 11 best players to represent their school here for the 7-on-7. They made it this far. You know they're going to give it their best shot here, right now, and rolling around August for the official season. And as I say that, they throw that to no one. But nonetheless, don't sleep on the Aliquip equips.
And Aliquippa is going to open up the brand new pit this year. We're able to get a grant from the NFL, so they're able to essentially completely demolish it and rebuild it. New turf, new scoreboard, new stands, no more condemned bleachers. Very, very happy for that community.
Condemned bleachers. Ay. Let's see what we got here. Quarterback sends it off to number 1, and unfortunately that for them, that pass is incomplete. It was looking good there, though, nonetheless. Good call by the quarterback. As he was wide open, would have gained him some ground. They're losing a bit of opportunity here, though, to Bishop Canavan. Opening the door for a turnover. But we shall see. We shall see. Bishop Canavan looking good here with their 6-point lead.
You haven't given up anything on defense, knock on wood.
Let's see what we got here. Go to back. Throws it. Gains ground there. Number 17. I believe, if my eyes aren't playing tricks on me here. Number 11. How about that? Number 11 gained ground there with a reception for the Aliquippa Quips at the 25-yard line.
6 yards to first down marker. Running a hurry up. Throw it tipped.
That could have been anybody's ball there. Bishop Canavan with the turnover at the 40-yard line now. So things are looking good here for Bishop Canavan thus far. Of course, we got more action as this is the Knockouts and Championship here for the 7-on-7.
Yeah, so actually the winner of this game plays Farrell. They're not going to get a break because their game's next. They got whoever wins this game has to play 2 in a row. Shevsky bat, looking, fires it in there, caught across the middle. Gain of about 10 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 10. Crusaders moving the ball with ease so far today.
Right. So far, a pretty good game here, though. Nonetheless, Bishop Canavan looking good on the offense and defense. I mean, their defense is really stepping it up here. Of course, the game is still fairly young. It could be just about anybody's game. Bishop Canavan right now becoming a threatening force here. Unfortunately for them, that ball was incomplete as it went off the sidelines. Intended to go over to Bishop Canavan's number 1. A little bit of a huddle discussion here with Bishop Canavan. Aliquippa Quips defense holding firm. Game is kicking back into gear here as Bishop Canavan takes back the 30-yard line, ready for the play. And again, the weather is fair today. It was humid, then went to being cool and windy, so could have been, but it wasn't. That pass was incomplete. Had a player open in the end zone, but the defense was putting the pressure on the receiver there. And it worked. It worked. So Bishop Canavan still at the 30-yard line.
Quips make a sub on defense, bring an extra defensive back in. 10 yards, or else Aliquippa gets their first 2 points of the day.
And every point matters. Every point matters. Let's see what we've got here. Quarterback sends it straight to the nearest guy, number 2.
And give him the first down. Reach that ball over, and that just may have done the trick. And it did, because where that ball is reached,
Bishop Canavan here at the 20-yard line, ready for action. Quarterback sends it straight and almost received there by number 1 from Bishop Canavan. That could have been something. It looked like he had a little bit of an opening, possibly to the end zone, but with what we know about Aliquippa's defense, that was not entirely likely. Nonetheless, Bishop Canavan weighing some pressure here, although that pressure is waning a little bit as they miss some golden opportunities. It looks like Aliquippa's defense is holding up quite well, potentially looking at a turnover. Quarterback has the ball. He sends it off to his wide receiver, number 16. It looks like that did not count, as they still hold the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it's been stop and start this drive. The Crusaders started off very well, moving it down here, and then they've struggled the last couple plays to get.
Right.
I mean, they got the first down, but it's been a lot of nothing since.
Quarterback with the ball. He sends it, and it's looking good here. It's a sure thing. A touchdown there for Bishop Canavan, looking at 12. Well, actually, I lied to you. 13.
You know, 14-0 Crusaders over the Quips.
And going in for that 1-point attempt here. So it's 14-0. Looking to go for that 15-0. We shall see.
Band goes in motion. Olszewski's back. Has a man cutting across the middle. Hits him. One more point. 15-0. Quips have to get something going here. Just under 8 minutes to go by our clock.
So 15-0 is where it stands at the moment. Aliquippa Quips looking to make that difference here. Put a dent on the scoreboard and potentially punch a hole right through it if they can. Well, let's see what they got here cooking up in the kitchen. And man, is it smelling good. No one we know about Aliquippa. Let's see what they got. Quarterback looking good. He sends it straight. Receiver, as expected, takes on the ball. Gains the ground there for Aliquippa past the 30-yard line.
You know, if my counting skills are right, Aliquippa only had 6 men on the field there.
6 men on the field. And as we said earlier, Mike, 6 of the best men. Aliquippa's offense looking good.
Same thing. They only have 6 on the field. They have 5 receivers, 1 quarterback, no running back out there. So they're playing a man down. And they're still getting the first down.
Number 20 catches the ball there for Aliquippa. Just outside the 20-yard line. So looks like they might be potentially getting closer to that end zone and potentially making a comeback if they play their cards right. An interception in the next game when the ball goes over to Bishop Canavan can make the difference. Not much of one until they make a touchdown after that, but nonetheless, you can see how flexible this game is here in this instant.
Flag on the play, or whistle blow.
And again, earlier we interviewed Coach Steve Brown, the founder of the 210 Speed and Agility, and he's looking forward to next year expanding outward to more schools for the 7-on-7. So looking forward to that and what else they have going on. One thing I'm looking forward to as a commentator is rosters, Mike. We need rosters so badly up in here, as opposed to just saying numbers. But nonetheless, thank you all for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. That pass is broken up there by Bishop Canavan.
Good job to break on the ball there. Still second down with about just under 5 minutes to go by our clock. Again,
shout out to @phtoday.com. You can check them out on Twitter, and I believe they're actually here.
Yeah,
on the
he's
field
actually
today.
the gentleman in the green shirt taking videos on the field.
All right, so be sure to check them out on Twitter. We'll be interviewing players as well here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Number 22 wide open and waltz right into the end zone. And it counts as a touchdown there for Aliquippa Quips. Number 22. So that puts him 6 under 15.
Yeah, Aliquippa going for 1 here. Try to put them down just by 8.
Yeah, looking to kick things into gear here. Aliquippa coming back with the vengeance. Let's see what we got. A beautiful display of excellence there from Aliquippa. And at it yet again, number 20.
No, they roll him out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Score remains 6 under 15. Good catch, though. Out of bounds, but good catch. Bishop Canavan back with the action here at the 40-yard line. And cannot be stressed enough, they are a powerhouse. As expected, we expected this game to be close. Right now, I can't say it's exactly close, but it's not far off from the mark right now.
Yeah, Aliquippa's only down 9, and 9 points is very easy to make up here.
Absolutely. Quarterback looking good. Sends it straight, playing it safe. Off to number 6. 6 is still in effect here. And finally taken down. It seems like they let their guard down just a tad there, which gained Bishop Canavan some ground at the 30-yard line.
You gain about 10 on that play there. 10 yards to go for the first down. Olszewski actually had a handful of people he could pass to.
Right.
He had 3 men open in pretty much the same spot.
Let's see what we got here. At the 30-yard line, Bishop Canavan ready for action, and a whistle is blown there.
It looked like one of the Crusaders got a little too antsy and jumped off sides.
Again, if we could just get a microphone down there in the field, that would be all the difference, man. Nonetheless, great day here. Weather's letting up. Went from being humid to being cool to being temperate now. Still, ideal conditions for an athlete. And right now, we are seeing nothing but beautiful performance here from Bishop Canavan and Aliquippa Quips. Quarterback sends it off to number 22. Number 22 running, and out of the field he goes. Gains much needed ground here for Bishop Canavan. As they now take on, looks like the 10-yard line. Oh, a little bit beyond that point. Looks like they've taken on the 7-yard line. Oh, 8. I can't count, Mike. I can't count.
None of us can count.
It's the weekend. I mean, I usually do numbers on the weekdays, but weekends my brain just melts. All right. So at the 8-yard line, Bishop Canavan weighing the gravity down onto the Aliquippa Quips. Let's see if they can take on the weight. And that looks like a sure thing. That it is, number 1 with a beautiful touchdown and a beautiful display of showboating. Absolutely love to see it, though. Bishop Canavan just defying the expectations of the Aliquippa Quips. Beautifully done. No, I almost said number 21. 21 over 6 is now the name of the game. At least for now, unless they get this 1-point attempt into the end zone, bringing them up 22 over 6. We shall see.
So yeah, Bishop Kennevan looks like they're going to move on to play the Farrell Steelers coming up next. 1 versus 8 matchup.
Mercy. 22/6 is now the name of the game. Bishop Kennevan, you guys are looking good out there on the field. Looking real good. Of course, as mentioned, we'll be heading off into our next game here shortly. I heard a double whistle. And
So,
I
yeah,
believe
you're-
that is game here.
So Max, your final score. Bishop Kennevan Crusaders 22, Aliquip Equips 6. So our next matchup will be the number 1 seed Farrell Steelers taking on the number 8 seed Bishop Kennevan Crusaders.
Absolutely. So Bishop Kennevan fans, be sure to stay tuned with us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Your boys might be taking away the championship. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Trouble can find anyone. At Frank Walker Law, we take the time to understand your situation and work tirelessly on your behalf. Hard-hitting representation when you need it the most. A real law firm getting real results.
Hey kid, let me tell you about the Soul Pit, and I want you to let everybody know about it. Soul Pit is what's happening in and around your city. Soul Pit is on the internet and around the globe. Soul Pit is on your block and in your car. Soul Pit is in your ear. It's in your hair. It's everywhere. Soul Pit is the latest news, hottest styles, culture, education, information, and more. It gets you ready for things to come. Hey kid, you know what the Soul Pit really is? It's a little something extra for your soul.
My name is Carolyn Brown, and I am owner and operator here at Outer Limits Adventure Park. We specialize in birthday parties, group events, family reunions, field trips. We have laser tag, arcade games, party rooms, inflatables, and we do have a ninja course coming soon. We are the first Black-owned family entertainment center in Pittsburgh. If your child has their birthday party here, we're going to make them feel like they're the only child here in the world. We like to celebrate them. You know, next to Christmas, celebrating your birthday party is the best thing. So we like the kids here to feel special. Outer Limits Adventure Park is located at 4079 William Penn Highway. We are in the heart of Monroeville, located in the same plaza with Big Lots. You can find us on our website at outerlimitsadventure.com, and we are on multiple social media pages that Outer Limits Adventure Park. So now that you know about Outer Limits Adventure Park, what are you waiting for? We hope to see you soon.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing to the love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Triller brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide.
And welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network. No, Aliquippa did not change jerseys. Farrell Steelers, number 1 seed, are now playing the 8 seed Bishop Canevin Crusaders. Bishop Canevin begins with a 13-yard pass, or excuse me, a 7-yard pass that brings up a second down in 13.
Bishop Canevin had a good game there with Aliquippa, 22-6. Bishop Canevin took the victory in that match. Perhaps they'll have a back-to-back victory here. Good reception here. Number 2 from Bishop Canevin with the reception. So again, it is Bishop Canevin versus Farrell. Farrell having a good game earlier on, as they had 30-0 going against Monessen in our first game here today for the 210 speed and agility 7-on-7 knockouts and championship. They dropped the ball. Can't be doing that now, not this late in the game. Nonetheless, Bishop Canevin gaining ground here. Farrell's defense, of what we know about them, the one to hold on long throughout the game, as well as get those interceptions. Can really change up the game. As we saw earlier in the first game, it was Farrell. It's Farrell's number 8, to be exact, that got that interception, the first 3 points of the game before it led to 30.
So Olszewski's back to pass, looking for somebody. Has to get rid of it. Tipped and dropped. Farrell with their first 2 points of the afternoon.
So they got that 2 points for the turnover.
Oh, they don't? Okay. Oh, we take that back. No 2 points for the turnovers. It's now Cabron Smith under center for the Steelers. Goes deep, but got a man wide open. Just over the fingertips of the receiver. Bullet dodged by the Crusaders.
Yeah. It's looking really good there. I didn't even see Bishop Canevin chase after that ball. They're just letting it happen. Let's see what we have here, though. Got Farrell on the offense at the 40-yard line. Quarterback. Just about ready here. We've seen him before. Cabron, a mighty fine athlete. Unfortunately, that pass was incomplete. But again, you can check out an interview with Cabron if you head over to @PA Today on Twitter. APA today is also here on the field. So there will be updates on his Twitter page. But if you're interested in these athletes, check them out. APA today. Let's see what we got. Number 11 gets the ball there for Farrell past the 25-yard line.
Waiting to see where the official marks him. So one of the coaches tries to butter him up to get a couple extra yards. Ball is placed at the 26, so... Or excuse, yeah, 26. I'm right. So 4th and 6 here for the Steelers. They complete the first and get a little bit more as the receiver shoved to the ground. 1st and goal now for the Steelers.
So far, so good here for Farrell. Score remains 0-0. But they are looking forward to changing that here. Hey, what's going on here now? Flag on the play.
False start on the Steelers.
All right, game is in action. Blood is pumping, and ooh, what do we have? Number 7 got the ball. So the score is 6-0.
Farrell, like they always do, going for 2 here.
Gibran sends it over and...
Intercepted, but no points.
Yep.
For Bishop Canavan. They take over now. 1st and 20, ball at the 40.
A 1-touchdown game. Make a difference. So let's see what we got here from Bishop Canavan as they now take the 40-yard line. Again, just a glance back at the previous scores. Bishop Canavan beat Aliquippa Quips 22-6, and Farrell, with their first game, won 30-0 going against Monessen.
Olszewski takes a snap. It's got a man open. If he can hit him, he goes that way. Flag on the play.
Righto.
Holding is the call, but lots of pushing and shoving on both teams. So we'll see who it's on. It was on the Steelers, so move them up 5 yards. 1st and 15 for the Crusaders.
Humidity is kicking back up on the field here. I can feel it up here in the press box. Can only imagine what it's like for these athletes right now. Being in motion here on the field. Nonetheless, they came far. They're not going to let down. They want to look good by the time the official season rolls over. And I mean, if you're already here at this point, you've done good. But still, you want to give it your best shot the whole way through. Right now, Bishop Canavan at the 35-yard line. Let's see what we got. And sends it over. Received past the 30-yard line. It looks like they are setting up at the 29-yard line for Bishop Canavan, as Bishop Canavan brings down the hammer, so to speak. Right now, they got no points to their name. They're just 1 touchdown away from a tied game. Well, let's see what we got. Quarterback looking good. He sends it deep, and off to no one, unfortunately, at the end zone, which will keep them right where they stand. So Bishop Canavan yet to gain some ground here past the 25-yard line. But nonetheless, Farrell riding high on the pride. Can get this ball with an interception and lead by quite a gap here. But right now, Bishop Canavan is doing very well. As number 22 received that ball, and the ball is now set just outside the 20-yard line. Bishop Canavan ready to bring some hurt to Farrell. But right now, Farrell's defense is looking fabulous. Just fabulous. As they're able to hold off the pressure. Quarterback with the ball.
Olszewski's got to get it. He does complete for the first down. Little breakdown on the coverage there by the Steelers.
Indeed, indeed. They gain some ground here at the, looks like they're setting up at the 10-yard line. Indeed they are. Bishop Canavan just outside the end zone here. Looks like they have the larger chance to get a touchdown here and tie up the game if they play the cards right. Here, quarterback seems like he knows where he wants to send it at, and it's straight.
Yeah, he changed his mind at the last second.
Yeah, it definitely did seem like he second-guessed himself a little bit, but straight, it was kind of a risky pass anyhow. The defense was right in front of the receiver. It looks like that ball could have just ran right into the hands of the defense. But nonetheless, they managed to break up the pass. So no skin off the defense's bones. At the 10 yards still. Quarterback has the ball and sends it off to a safe bet, or what would have been a safe bet, number 2, as he was just at the corner of the end zone. But the defense read that play and was able to break up the pass. Again, Farrell's defense is just shiny. And really something you can't miss out on. I mean, they are absolutely on the money when it comes to reading the plays from the offense. Constantly able to break up the passes. Yeah, they don't spread themselves too thin. Let's see what the quarterback has here, though. Quarterback with the ball. He sends it off, and there we have it. A touchdown, number 11 there for Bishop Canavan, as it is now a tied game, 6-6.
Yeah, the big man pulls it in from Olszewski. Does a good job of getting himself open, and now Bishop Canavan looking to take the lead.
Yeah, beautifully done, beautifully done. So let's see what we got here. Now they're going in for that one-point attempt. Looking to do a little bit of insult to injury here by having a one-point lead. Knowing what we know about Farrell, though, this could potentially be a short-lived victory here, and that it is as the defense steps up, puts away the danger, and keeps that at a tied game, at least for now. Let's see what we got from Farrell, as they have a mighty fine Arsenal. Austin is a completely different award. Nonetheless, Farrell is a fabulous team here. Cabron James, you can check him out again. He is the quarterback there for Farrell. Check him out on @PAtoday.com as they have interviews with that young gentleman. And this game is, at the moment, a tied game. Overall, not too shabby. Both sides really are giving the best performance.
Ron Smith's got a man open. Pump fake works. 6 points for the Steelers.
As I said, Mike, it seems like it's going to be a short-lived victory there for Bishop Canavan, knowing what we know about Farrell. So the tide is broken. What am I saying here? The tie is broken by Farrell, as it's now 12-6. At least for now, unless they can get this additional 1 point in there. The Bishop Canavan, knowing what we know about them, this could potentially be also a short-lived victory for Farrell. We shall see, though. LeBron Smith, rather.
The extra point is good, 13-6.
So 13-6 is the name of the game. Bishop Canavan looking to change that up.
Bless you, Max.
Bishop Canavan on the offense here at the 40-yard line. Quarterback looking good. Running low on time, though. He sends it short. Defense takes out number 6 past the 35-yard line, but not that much further. And so we're at the 34-yard line with the Bishop Canavan. And again, we are going all the way to 4 p.m. This is the knockout rounds leading into the championship. Again, the official season begins in August. Roxamore Sports does cover public schools, Pittsburgh public schools. Number 7 caught the ball past the 25-yard line. But yeah, we cover the Pittsburgh public schools, so be sure to check out roxamoresports.com around August to get a good look at the schedules and see if your school will be covered here on this network. By the time it's August and high school is ready for action again. And as always, show some love. Make some noise for your boys in the comment section. Give them a shout out. Let's see what we got. Number 1 caught the ball there for Bishop Canavan.
All they wanted to do there was get the first down, and plan worked to perfection.
It's getting there. It's getting there, Mike. We saw this with the last play they had, where they kind of inched along the field, but then eventually they got that touchdown that they needed. Score is, at the moment, 6-13. They can take a lead here if they get a touchdown and that additional 2 points at the 10-yard line. Let's see what we got. And there we have it. Number 11 at it yet again. Just as with the first time, with another touchdown. 2 touchdowns to that young man's name. We were at 12-13.
Yeah, back and forth we go like a seesaw.
Indeed, indeed. And it looks like they're going for a tied game here, actually, as they don't go for the 10-yard line. Going in for that 1-point attempt. I guess they're trying to play it safe. The time is running out. We do have more action here, so stay tuned with us. Namely, for those of you watching, for whomever may come out victorious here in this match. And that ball was a bit too high. Score remains 12-13. Farrell in the lead by 1. Behind the end zone, I can see Still Valley doing a little bit of preps, ready for the next game. And Still Valley came out victorious over Seton LaSalle, 28-12. Right now, Farrell takes the 40-yard line. Bishop Canavan gave it a good run. Let's see what we got here with Farrell.
Now we got a false start on Farrell.
Farrell at the 40-yard line, ready for the action here. Again, thank you all for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Going all the way till 4 p.m. today for the last of the 210 Speed and Agility 7-on-7 Year 2. Special shout out to D. Brown, the founder of the 210 Speed and Agility. He's looking forward to massive improvements for the next 7-on-7 Year 3, as he's looking to expand out to more schools. Last year, Woodland Hills came out victorious as the champions for the 7-on-7, but this year, they've been knocked out. So that championship will go to somebody else. And right now, it could be one of your boys, either for Bishop Canavan or Farrell. Again, last game is at 4 o'clock.
Ron Smith takes the pass. Excuse me, takes the snap, looking to pass. Pump fake, directs his receiver. Works, they complete the pass. Past the 30-yard line. That brings up a huge fourth down here.
Yeah, Farrell gaining some ground here. But again, the quarterback, he's the long-range artillery here for his team. So, as they get closer to the end zone, that could be an ugly situation here for Bishop Canavan. That is if they choose to go deep. The humidity of classic Pittsburgh weather is back in effect. Number 1 caught the ball and is taken out by the defense as he is taken out around the 10-yard line. I hear the whistle blow, and I believe that is it. Indeed, it is it for the game. 12 over, actually I lied to you, 13 over 12. Farrell takes away this game with a 1-point lead. Beautifully done there. You guys gave it your best shot. Can't wait to see what you guys have going for the official season coming up in August. Again, you can check out the Roxamore Sports schedule. Come around August. Right now we got nothing, but in August there will be a schedule. So be sure to check that out at roxamoresports.com. If you're interested in also being sponsored by this network, be sure to check that information out on roxamoresports.com and get in contact with the CEO and executive producer, Leon Roxamore. We are here till 4 p.m. That will be when the last game is. So Farrell is still in the game as Bishop Canavan is knocked out. You guys gave it your best shot. Again, practice makes perfect. You guys got this. Don't sweat it. You just got this.
Yeah, our next matchup will be the Steel Valley Ironmen versus the USO Panthers. Should be an exciting matchup.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right, so the next game is beginning up here shortly. Again, just take a look, just take a glance at the previous scores. Our first game was Menneson versus Farrell. Menneson lost to Farrell as Farrell won 30-0. Then we had Still Valley versus Seton LaSalle. Seton LaSalle lost to Still Valley 28-12. Woodland Hills, the last year's champion for the 7-on-7, lost to USO as Woodland Hills did ride high with a lead for a good amount of the time until that last interception happened at the last second, which put USO 18-17. Then we had Bishop Canavan versus the Alcrippa Quips, as Bishop Canavan won that game at 22-6. And here, Bishop Canavan was knocked out by Farrell as Farrell won 13-12. So we're heading off into our next game here. So right now, our next game is beginning here shortly. We got USO versus Still Valley. We saw Still Valley doing a little bit of prep work during the Farrell versus Bishop Canavan game. So if you're a USO fan or a Still Valley fan, make some noise for your boys as they now take on the field and head off into the championship. Here on the Roxamore Sports Network, we would like to thank you all for joining us here. Of course, we don't cover just sports, we cover comedy as well. So be sure to head over to YouTube, viewer discretion advised, of course, and watch the Rock Comedy Show. You check that out on the Roxamore Sports Network YouTube channel for Rock Comedy. It's good stuff, good stuff. But again, viewer discretion is advised. So USO and Still Valley just doing a little bit of prep work here, getting themselves warmed up. Of course, it is a warm day right now. Went from being humid, hot, to cool, to temperate, back to being warm and humid. Classic Pittsburgh weather. Of course, you guys at home staying cool in the air condition, possibly, assuming that your AC's working. Again, thank you all for joining us here, and special shout out to D Brown, the founder of the 210 Speed and Agility. He's looking forward to a new year with more schools involved, of course, as mentioned, as well as shout out to at PA Today, who is here on the field interviewing these students. So you can check out at PA Today on the Twitter page. You see a guy walking around with a turquoise shirt with a camera? That's your boy from at PA Today. I'm Maximum Keeper, alongside with everybody's favorite guy, the one and only Mike Costa here on the Roxamore Sports Network, a Woodland Hills alumni. Mike, looking at this field, does it take you back? Do you get nostalgic memories looking at this field?
Oh yeah, but when I played on here for soccer, it was only one game, but it was a grass field. But there are a lot of good memories, lots of good memories as a fan. One of my most recent memories was doing the Woodland Hills Penn Hills game here last year. Had to be calmed down by one of our crew members because it was such a nerve-wracking game.
Right. Well, it is a beautiful field indeed. And it goes a long way. I mean, a good field definitely does. It pays its dividends to the athletic performance here. I still see my alma mater here on the other side of the field, Penn Hills. They're still in the game. So let's see what we got here. This game looks like it is just about ready here. USO versus Still Valley. Still doing a little bit of prep work. But we're just not far away from this game kicking into gear. Again, we're here till 4 o'clock, and that is fast approaching.
Yeah, so the winner of this game will take on Farrell right away, so no rest for the weary. And then even after that, so if you want to go on a run here, you got to play 3 games in a row.
Right. And they definitely, like I said with USO, I mean, they're not going to let down. They came this far away. They don't disappoint. They do not disappoint. They don't play lazy. It's not easy to make it this far in the game, and yet they did. So beautiful work here. Still Valley, again, won against Seton LaSalle, 28-12. And then we have USO, who beat the last year's champion, Woodland Hills, by 1 point, 18-17. All right, now USO has taken their position on the offensive 40-yard line, ready for action. Again, keep an eye on that quarterback from USO. He's got an arm, and he's got the accuracy as he hands it over to number 13 from USO. Number 13 from USO as well. Fast on his feet. Great maneuverability. So keep your eyes on him as well.
A gain of about 15 on that play brings up a second down. And 5. Of course, USO running high after their upset win over the Wolverines. Kears is back, finds his man, just overthrows him. Brings up a 3rd down and 5.
At the 25-yard line, USO is weighing down the pressure onto Still Valley. Is that pressure enough to bend Still? We shall see.
Kings is back to pass. He scrambles to his right, throws on the run, makes a catch. Stopped just short of the 1st down line. So an early test. Gonna be 4th and 2 for the Panthers.
USO gaining some ground here. Looking good thus far. Again, they are a team that is great on the defense and offense. Great quarterback. And that accuracy does lead to higher chances of getting an interception. The quarterback looking good here. He sends it to the most open player, number 4. Number 4 is pushed down, but nonetheless, he gets the ball for USO as they gain some ground here.
Yeah, he caught the ball, and even though it did pop out, it was well after the play. So,
Right.
First down for the Panthers. 19 yards to go to the end zone.
So now they are at the 20-yard line. USO looking good again so far on the offense. Let's see what we got here. Quarterback running out of time and sends it back to number 13. Still Valley losing ground. At this point, defense really has to step it up here. And again, defense from Still Valley, great work, great work. They just got to hold the pressure off for long enough to get that turnover. Turnovers are worth nothing, but nonetheless, if they could get that turnover, that puts away the danger. And, ooh, could have been something. The defense did step it up. Number 1, he's one of the go-to guys here for Still Valley, a guy that has quite a few touchdowns to his name for Still Valley in previous games.
He tried to fire it into a spot where only his receiver could get it, but he could not do that. So that brings up a 3rd and goal for the Panthers.
USO ready for action here. Quarterback ready for this ball. He has it. His eyes are scanning, and not for long, though, as he sends it over. And there is a touchdown there for USO, the first 6 points for this game. Beautifully done there. Quarterback knew exactly where to send it at, and with the utmost accuracy, he helped get his team a touchdown. You love to see it. You love to see it. So it looks like they're going in for that 1-point attempt to bring this 6 to a 7. See how Still Valley recovers from this. Of course, it's not much of a recovery. It's just a 1-point, not a 1-point, but a 1-touchdown game to get this thing tied back up. Or if they get the 2-point lead. I mean, if they go for the 2-point attempt and get that 1-point lead, that can make a difference. And that pass could have been an interception and could have been a reception. But nonetheless, it was incomplete, which keeps the score at 6. 6-0, USO in the lead. Still Valley has that chance now. They have that chance not only to tie the game, but to take a lead by 1 or 2 points. So we shall see.
Yeah, and of course, Steel Valley has MVP Deron Barksdale on their team. Was awarded the MVP while you were down there, Max.
Absolutely, absolutely. Of course, more rewards to come. Still Valley now on the offense. A little bit of a huddle discussion. We'll look at gears back in. They'll kick back into gears, rather. Getting all sorts of tongue-tied here, Mike. I'm pretty sure it's the humidity at this point. I always like to blame the weather, blame the smoke, blame the humidity. Why not? Number 7 caught the ball there for Still Valley.
I was going to say blame the soft defense by the Panthers there is the reason why Steel Valley was able to get about 7 or 8 yards on that play. Or excuse me, 6 or 7. Ball is going to be placed, so it was 6. 2nd and 14 for the Ironmen.
Okay, let's see what we got. Still Valley on the offense. Gaining ground rather quickly here. Still Valley's offense is definitely something to remember. Beautifully done, beautifully done. Oh, so close. He sends it off to Still Valley's number 1 man. That is player 1 for Still Valley. Unfortunately for Still Valley, that ball was incomplete. USO's defense, again, that is another factor to remember, as their defense really does step it up. They really do know how to read the plays. And that leads to a lot of great interceptions. Right now we haven't seen any interceptions, but I expect at some point, we'll see it from USO. We shall see, though. Still Valley running out of time. Try to see where you can safely send that ball off to, but the clock has been bled. So Still Valley still just outside the 30-yard line. They're going to go in. They got to go hard. So, good time running out. We shall see what this next play is all about.
Switching receivers to go overload the far side with 3. Quarterback is back. Got his check down man, but he takes the further of the 2.
So,
and it will be USO ball as they take over.
Righto. USO already leading by 6-0. Still Valley. They need to get that interception in here as time is running out. So USO right now at the 40-yard line. A reoccurring nightmare here for Still Valley. Unless Still Valley turns the tables, gets that interception, and gets the touchdown thereafter. But we shall see. Quarterback scanning the field, sends it off to number 3. A man with fast feet. Good maneuverability.
Yeah, made one man miss, could not make the second man miss. Still gets a gain of about 6 on the play. It brings up 2nd and 14.
Number 3 was a gentleman that managed to get a 1-point gain there for Farrell when they were going against Monessen earlier. So he's another player to keep your eye out on. Quarterback sends it deep, and it's looking like it could be an interception. That could have been something there for Still Valley.
It should have been an interception.
Yeah, it was all theirs. That was all theirs, but he just couldn't get his hand on the ball in time. That would have been that could have been the game changer there for Still Valley, how they managed to get that ball. But nonetheless, no shot off that guy. Number 2 was right where the ball was heading. Defense was doing their job, so good play all the way through, though. USO has another shot here. Quarterback sends it deep, and a bit of an impact there. But nonetheless, USO gets that ground just outside the end zone. Defense managed to stop that from going any further.
Yeah, did a great job of going up and grabbing it in between 2 Ironmen to pull it down. USO looks like they might take the lead here, and their Cinderella run may continue.
Right. So we're just outside the end zone. USO potentially going to lead by 6 points if they could get this in. No, in false start. Got a false start on the play. Two times the charm. So USO is just outside the end zone's door. Let's see what we got here. Still Valley. They can hold them off. If they can, that puts them back in a favorable position. Pass is incomplete. If they could get that interception, ideally, that will definitely put them in a more favorable position. Won't put them in a lead, but at the same time, at least it will have the score. Give them a chance to get a touchdown and take the lead here. USO, though, things are looking good for them if they can just get the ball into the end zone. They're not that far off from the goalpost. Quarterback has the ball.
Looks like he scrambles to his right, dumps it off for another 6 for the Panthers.
Absolutely. 12-0. A good play there. Good play. So it looks like they're going in for that 1-point attempt here. Looking to turn that 12 into a 13. Quarterback has the ball. He sends it off and a little bit too high. Intended a ball intended to go to number 1 from USO, but nonetheless, USO has that lead, 12-0 against Still Valley.
Yeah, going by our clock, we got just under 7 minutes to go, so Ironman got to get to work.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we got more action coming up here after this game, of course. But right now, you're looking at Still Valley in the red versus USO in the black and purple. As we head off into the championship in an hour, about an hour and 20 minutes. See, Still Valley has the ball, sends it straight, and no good though, no good. That could have been a good interception. A bad situation there for Still Valley. Well, score remains 12-0.
Yeah, we saw a dropped interception last drive be a momentum changer for USO. Let's see if Steel Valley can use this to their advantage.
Let's see what we got here. Steel Valley with the power. Coming back with vengeance. Defying the heat. Let's see what we got. Quarterback looking good, sends off to number 10. Number 10 running down the field past the 20-yard line and taken out by number 6 from USO. Still Valley now placed down at the 19-yard line. So USO's defense lost a bit of ground there, but nonetheless they were able to take him out and prevent that ball from going any further. The defense is, again, one that reads the plays well. So far, no interceptions there from USO, though. And Still Valley sends it way out of the field. Unfortunately for them, that could have been something for Still Valley. 2 touchdowns is the name of the game here in order to get the game tied for Still Valley. As Mike mentioned, we had 7 minutes on the clock prior to this. So this game is almost over. So time is of the essence here. You really have to step it up, and losing the ball to an interception to USO would be an even uglier situation. Number 3 tried to get the ball there, but couldn't get his hands around it to keep it in. So that pass is incomplete.
but they're going to move it up about 5 yards because the penalty was on USO. Steel Valley's only got just over 3.5 minutes to try to tie this game up.
Right. So just outside the 20-yard line at the 19-yard line. Steel Valley looking to gain some ground here. Again, the game is not over till it's over. Every point matters. Taken out at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they're chipping away here, but with just over 3 minutes left, you got to wonder if they're going to hurry up. They got to.
Yeah, these guys are giving it the best shot, and no, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they got in the official season when that comes around. So far, the defensive performances from what I'm seeing on Steel Valley and USO, it's looking good. It's looking good. I mean, a little bit rusty, but it's looking good. It's by the time the actual season begins, I'm sure it's going to be polished to near perfection.
Sorry, Max, if I'm just seeming a little quiet. I just got probably the best text I've ever gotten. My father brought an air conditioning home from Harrisburg, and I can actually go grab it, and that's why I'm so miserable today, because it was about 80 degrees in my room last night, even with a window fan in.
Mike, you're telling me, man, having that air conditioning makes all the difference in the world. Interception there.
No, it's actually a touchdown. I was going to say,
okay.
Now the only people who are miserable are USO fans as they give up a touchdown.
So 6 under 12 is now the score. Steel Valley behind by 6. Looks like they're going for that 1-point gain here, which will send them up 7 under 12 if they can make it. Gotta love number 7's pants. Absolutely love the colors there. Let's see what we got here. Do they have it? And yes, they do. 7 under 12 is now the name of the game.
I say you love the pants. They're loving the fact that they're right back into this game. But time is not on their side. They got under a minute. And we saw what USO did last time. They were just like, we're not even taking the chance here. You can have this ball. So.
Right. Bleed the clock.
Now, again, our clock is unofficial.
It's not too far off, though. Game is getting close to an end here. Steel Valley needs this interception if they can get that interception, as that would put them 10 under 12. Let's see what we got. Quarterback sends it off to 1 from USL as he's taken out by the defense.
Hey, quick gain of 15 on the play. Said USO, they're going for it like Woodland Hills did. Let's see if this bites them in the butt like it did Woodland Hills.
See, at the 25-yard line, USO is gaining a lot of ground here. Quarterback sends it off to 4 from USO, and USO 4 taken out at the 20-yard line.
And they get the first downs to a brand new set of downs, and our clock has run out, but again, unofficial, so.
Right.
Wrong again, Max. I am wrong again.
It happens, man. It happens. But yeah, definitely glad to hear that you got that air conditioning, Mike. I mean, right now the heat is kicking up here. It's very taxing, I gotta say. It's very exhausting. At least the humidity, anyways. Quarterback sends it off to number 3. Number 3 is taken and past the 50-yard line.
And there's the whistle. The glass slipper still fits for USO. They win their second in a row. They finish this game with a 12-7 victory over Steel Valley. The upset train keeps rolling, but they got a tall task now. Can they knock off the number 1 seed, Farrell Steelers?
Looking forward to that game. Again, we're going all the way to 4 o'clock. Our last game is at 4 o'clock. It might just be USO coming out as champion, but we shall see. We shall see. Still got quite a few athletes. Not just athletes, but the schools. We got still quite a few schools here to go for the knockouts. But nonetheless, great performance all around. Again, USO won 12-7 going against Steel Valley. And prior to that, USO beat the champion here. From last year's champion anyways. They beat last year's champion today by 1 point. 18-17 going against Woodland Hills. So USO is on a roll. Let's see if that roll ends with the championship here for the 7-on-7 year 2. Again, special shout out to Coach D. Brown, the founder of the 210 Speed and Agility 7-on-7, as he's looking to expand to more schools for next year. That'll be year 3. But yeah, our next game will begin here shortly here on the Roxamore Sports Network. I'm Maximilian, alongside with Mike. That is Mike Costa. Right now, it is a humid day. I mean, this weather's like all over the place. It was very hot earlier, then went to being cool, rainy, thunderous, then kind of temperate, and now it's back to being humid. But hey, it is what it is. And then if you're living in Pittsburgh, you're used to it by now. But big factor is no smoke in the air, so I don't care what the weather is. As long as I don't have to deal with that smoke, I'm a happy individual. Let's see what we got here. Well, next game is going to begin here shortly. Let me just take a look at the schedule.
It's going to be Farrell versus USO.
Farrell versus USO. All right.
Yeah, USO. If they're going to go on this run, they're going to have to do 3 in a row, and they already got one of them done. So if they could upset the Farrell Steelers, look out. And we're going to do the best we can do. I'll let you know who's coming in from the other side.
Okay. So let's just take a look at Farrell's score thus far today. I mean, they played against Monessen in the first game, or 12 o'clock game, and they came out victorious, 30-0. Then we saw Farrell again, playing against Bishop Canavan, and they won that game by 1 point, 13-12. Again, just a quick little glance at USO. USO beat Woodland Hills by 1 point, 18-17. And as we just saw in the previous game, they beat Steel Valley, 12-7. So looking forward to seeing this game. Both teams have a modifying quarterback with a powerful arm and the utmost, finest accuracy. So looking forward to seeing how this all plays out. As they say, iron sharpens iron, warriors make warriors. Even though the official season is just around the corner, practice makes perfect. Pride is on the line. All right, we'll be back with you guys with the next game here shortly on the Roxamore Sports Network after these messages.
My name is Carolyn Brown, and I am owner and operator here at Outer Limits Adventure Park. We specialize in birthday parties, group events, family reunions, field trips. We have laser tag, arcade games, party rooms, inflatables, and we do have a ninja course coming soon. We are the first Black-owned family entertainment center in Pittsburgh. If your child has their birthday party here, we're going to make them feel like they're the only child here in the world. We like to celebrate them. You know, next to Christmas, celebrating your birthday party is the best thing. So we like the kids here to feel special. Outer Limits Adventure Park is located at 4079 William Penn Highway. We are in the heart of Monroeville, located in the same plaza with Big Lots You can find us on our website at outerlimitsadventure.com, and we are on multiple social media pages at Outer Limits Adventure Park. So now that you know about Outer Limits Adventure Park, what are you waiting for? We hope to see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Roxamore Sports Network coverage of the last of the 210 Speed and Agility 7-on-7 here at the Woodland Hills Wolvearena. Right now we are looking at USO versus Farrell. Two mighty fine, powerful teams going against each other head to head as they head off into the championship, except for only one will make it out alive. So we shall see who it is.
Yeah, can the Cinderella run by the USO Panthers continue? But they have a mighty tall task in the number 1 seed overall, Farrell Steelers.
Absolutely. So the game is just about ready here in just a little bit, which gives us just enough time to talk to you guys. How you guys doing? Let us know. But nonetheless, it is a beautiful day here. Thank you for joining us here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Again, if you want to have your company sponsored, head over to roxamoresports.com and get in contact with Leon Rockymore. As well as check out the schedules as we head into the official season coming up in August. Right now it's July 1st, and man, it seems so far away, yet doesn't seem so far away. So the official season does begin up in August. We don't have a schedule just yet for what's to come, but around August it will be there.
Like I said, Max, according to our CEO, Leon Rockymore, you guys will be in York the last week in August for the inaugural York Rose Bowl.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous. So be sure to check that out at roxamoresports.com. Of course, we are live on multiple platforms, that being Twitter, Facebook, or Facebook beta page, roxamoresports.com.
Well,
Roku
Max,
TV,
I
Apple
don't mean
TV,
to
and
interrupt.
Amazon Fire Stick.
I don't mean to interrupt you. We may not be on Twitter for long because now unverified viewers can only view essentially 600 tweets a day, which is absolutely ridiculous. Just another ploy to try to get $8 a month.
$8 a month, really?
It's ridiculous. Don't get me started.
See, I don't even use Twitter that often.
Yeah.
It's just
Trust
like,
me. Now, what am I going to mindlessly scroll in the afternoon? Like, for example, NHL free agency started today. It's like anyway. Back to the action. Kears finds a pass, and we have a collision right away to get us right back into the game. But no harm, no foul. Brings up second down and 15.
Yeah, no, I could spend my $8 on better things, Mike. Definitely.
Will I spend my $8 on Twitter? No. Am I going to spend $8 on Taco Bell on the way home? Probably.
Probably, yeah. I'm going to get a sandwich for that much money. Quarterback, again, from USO. A mighty fine quarterback. Great accuracy. Just absolutely phenomenal when it comes to just straight shots. Just love to see it. Love to see it. Farrell, though. Farrell has a secret weapon, and that secret weapon is Cabron. So looking forward to seeing what he's got going up against USO. Right now it is USO on the offense going against Farrell. Colors kind of, they're close to each other, but black and purple, as you know, is USO, and oh, man, that could have been something. That really could have been something. USO was just right there in the end zone. That pass was looking like that would have connected. But I'm not sure what happened with that. But nonetheless, good position there by the receiver. He was at least aligned with the ball. Nonetheless, USO on the offense. They have the potential here to get that touchdown. Farrell, well, we know about them. They're not an easy team to go up against, so this is going to be an interesting game. I'm looking forward to it. Again, you can check out the interviews with the athletes on the field if you head over to @PAtoday.com. The whistle's blown on that play there. But yeah, head over to @PAtoday.com on Twitter. I keep saying .com. As far as I know, they only have a Twitter page, but head over to @PAtoday on Twitter to check out these in-person interviews. And I see him wandering around the field here today, so of course he has interviews probably lined up for today as well. If they're not posted right now, they will be posted up later. USO on the offense here at the 24-yard line.
And they get the first down on fourth down. Keep that Panther magic going.
Feeling a little bit of rain specks here and there. Might get that refreshing shower coming in here. Not exactly too sure. I do see some umbrellas drawn, but not enough. So potentially it's just going to be a quick little shower. At the 20-yard line, USO on the offense. Quarterback sends it over to number 1. As USO is gaining some ground just outside the end zone here. It's looking good here for USO as they potentially have a touchdown lined up, being that the quarterback is able to get much ground covered within a relatively quick period. Let's see what we got here. Quarterback has the ball. He's running low on time. He sends it straight, and it's fruitful as USO gets the ball for the touchdown.
Yeah, just a good job by Kiersey to wait to have his receiver break from the pack, and once he did, he hit him in stride for the 6.
Absolutely, and it looks like they're going in for that 1-point attempt here. Go for that lucky 7.
Yeah, I wonder if the strategy is going to change. Wonder if it's going to change because we know Farrell always goes for 2.
Right. Let's see what we got. Quarterback has the ball. Many positions open. And knocked out. No, Mike, I'm just looking at the field here, and I wonder if what the quarterback sees is kind of confusing. The colors are kind of close to each other. Not exactly 100% close, but enough to throw you off just a little bit at a glance. We got dark navy blue with black, and the only difference is the numbers being gold and purple.
Yeah, I was going to say the numbers are what you're going to be looking for. So let's see what Farrell can do. Down 6, not a familiar place for them to be.
Cabron, beautifully done. Ay, could have been something with that. Number 8 is usually a guy with a great grasp on the ball. I suppose it was a little bit too much power on that one. Got it calculated just right. You know, regulate the speed with your eyes locked to the ball and get your hands out in time and get a good grip on the ball. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Great performance there. I see a USO has a tiny athlete here, number 20, on the sideline, if you can see him. The prospects ran high for that young man.
Yeah, class of 30-32 looking good for USO.
Absolutely. Let's see what we got here. Farrell gaining some ground here at the 20-yard line. Again, Cabron is their secret weapon. And beautifully done. Number 7 catches the ball, and it is indeed a touchdown. Number 7 with a touchdown for Farrell, bringing them up 6 points. So we have a tied game here, 6-6. And it looks like they're going in for that lucky 7. That lucky 7 that USO missed. Let's see if Farrell takes away the gold. Gibron seems confident on where to send this pass at, and indeed it does count. As we were at 7. 7/6.
And of course, we say Farrell normally always goes for 2, and of course they go for 1 just to spite us.
Yeah, for some reason that 1 is like particularly, I don't want to say insulting, but particularly harmful. It hurts. Just like it's so close, you know? You need that 1-point lead. It's just like, oh, really? Come on, man. Okay. Well, let's see what we got. We got that 40-yard line offense by USO. And good pass there as number 4 takes the ball. Number 4 has tremendous speed. I'd love to see that young man in other sports as well, just to see how he performs. I mean, it's just great work there. Great work. So USO on the offense at the 35-yard line. Quarterback has the ball here. Scanning the field, he sends it deep, and it looks like it's a sure thing, and that it is. Number 3 from USO with a touchdown, pitting them 12/7, making that little gain, a 1-point gain there, a 1-point lead by Farrell, a short-lived victory.
It's just insane that's run USO is making. And they are about 12 minutes away from getting to that championship game. But we just want to give our viewers a heads up. They are running a little behind on the other field, so there may be a little bit of a wait for the championship game.
Just a tad, especially if the weather kicks in. But right now, it's the weather is pretty unpredictable at this point. Let's see what we got here. Going in for that 1-point attempt as well. Looking to turn this 12 into a 13. Let's see what we got. And just gift wrapped and handed over to number 1 from USO as they take it 13/7. USO in the lead. Sending Farrell back to the 40-yard line for the offensive play. And Johnstown finishes though, came up with Claritin over there and filled 1. So one of these athletes will be playing over here at some point. Well, let's see what we got. Farrell at the 40-yard line. Farrell bringing in the heat and looking good. Number 7 almost had the ball there. Almost had the ball for Farrell. And the USO almost got the ball for an interception as it bounced out of Farrell's hands and almost into the hands of USO. As if USO couldn't get any more points. So Farrell is still at the 40-yard line. Looks like they're going in for some long-range passes. Cabron James.
I was waiting for one of us to say it.
3.
It's Cabron Smith, yeah.
Cabron Smith. I keep wanting to say Cabron James because LeBron. All right, yeah.
Trust me, I've been scared of saying. I'm glad you were the one that said it first.
I stepped on the landmine. Hey, nonetheless, man, greatness begins somewhere, and often more than not, it's high school. So, I mean, who knows where life will take you? Oh, number 11 caught the ball, but a bit of a collision there. It is a one-hand touch game, and sometimes that one-hand touch can be quite ugly. But Farrell, good catch. I feel like I did hear a bit of a thunderclap. I could be incorrect about that, but I'm not sure if that's going to change things up if it comes our way. I'm not exactly sure what the contingency plan is. Cabron has it, and is taken out by the defense by USO. USO held on strong and was able to get that turnover. I mean, well done, well done.
I just think it's USO's days, Max.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And it's all because Woodland Hills decided to go for it when they were up by 2 points.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, yeah, that was it could have been a very different game right now, but nonetheless, USO is back on the offense here, going against Farrell. USO in the lead, managed to get that turnover. So we got 13 over 7. USO looking shiny, sparkly, bright. Oh, and I just gave him a jinx. That pass went off to nowhere.
Second and 20 for the Panthers of USO.
Yeah, USO, bit of a huddle discussion. Looking like they're trying to just play it safe and get away from an ugly position where that interception can lead to a different game here. But right now, USO is performing quite well under the pressure. Quarterback has the ball. He sends it straight off to 13. 13 taken up by 17 from Farrell.
Yeah, he had to get rid of it at some point. Good thing he did, because it made... Oh, actually, I take that back.
Yeah, that didn't go anywhere. All right. Good practice, I guess. If I'm looking over at Field 2 correctly, they got Penn Hills versus...
Clarendon, so
Clarendon.
It's going to be one of those two teams that's going to come to the cool side of the field. So we'll see who wins that game.
Mike,
you want to talk about color matchup in this one? That one's even worse.
I was going to say, Mike, I'm glad we're not covering that right now. I'm just looking at that and it's messing with my eyes. You got red and orange. Farrell holding firm. Good defense here. If they could get that interception against USL, that could be something. Could be something. The potential would be very good for them in that play. But right now, USO is gaining ground. If USO gets that touchdown, I mean, it's a done deal.
It's just over 5 minutes on our clock and unofficial. Kiersey is back. Look, he has to get rid of it. Gets rid of it. Looking for a flag.
Yeah. Yeah, he got hit in the face with the ball and taken down onto the field. Seems like that caught him off guard, but, I mean, he's still on his 2 feet. So right now, Farrell at the 40-yard line.
All right, Cabron Smith under center now. Got to let something. Had a couple wheel routes open. Goes for a man who's open. It's caught. Touchdown Steelers. They tie the game on one play. But they may have left too much time for USO to drive down the field.
Right, right. Beautifully done, beautifully done. Farrell with a tied game. I love it, love it. I always love a close game, Mike. Close games are always something I just absolutely crave for.
They're going to go for 2 here. Correction, they're going to go for 1. Originally, they had everything set up to go for 2. Now they're going to go for 1.
Let's see what Farrell has here, and
I'll tell you what they got, Max. They got the lead, 14-13.
That they do, that they do. Just like the last game going against Bishop Canavan, they had a 1-point lead, finishing off that game 13-12.
So, massive opportunity for USO here. Just over 3 minutes by our clock. Again, unofficial, maybe more time than that.
See what USO has here. The potential is certainly there for USO. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. I mean, you said it was USO's day today, so don't end it like this, USO.
I'm just waiting for them to throw a pass to get tipped by like 2 Steelers, for them to come down with the ball in the end zone. That's when you know it's really your day.
Right, right.
Kiersey is back. Scans the field, throws it over the middle. It's caught. Oh, USO's bench not happy with the placement of the ball, but it's still a 15-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, I mean, well done, well done. Number 4 at it yet again with the fancy footwork. So we are at the 25-yard line with USO on the offense.
Kiersey's back. He has to get rid of it, and he takes the sack on 2nd down.
Yeah. You only have so many of those. 4 seconds for every play. Quarterback has to make that pass at some point or just bleed the clock. It comes at a cost, though. Getting hit with a little bit of rain specs here, but so far nothing too bad.
3rd and 5 here for the Panthers. Come out 3 receivers to the far side. One-on-one coverage to the near side. Have a height advantage if they choose to use it. Looks like they're not going to. Or maybe they will, brother. Pass is open. Right through the fingertips. Going for it all on 3rd down. Money down here for the Steeler defense.
Yeah, it certainly was there. The lineup was there. That could have been something there for USO, as they could have taken a lead here. But the play is still in effect.
And you know, Max, remember about 2 plays earlier, they threw the check down to the running back, and he thought he got the 1st down. That 5 yards the official gave him playing a huge factor now. It's do or die for the Panthers here.
Let's see what we got. At the 25-yard line, you know USO has something good cooking up here. Let's see what it is. And quarterback.
Kiersey had someone open, and he ends up catching it after 4 or 5 bobbles. Max, 3 of us up here were like, oh my God, you had your check down. You had your check down for the 1st, but they get the 1st down anyway, the more spectacular way. So, Max, our timer has run out. So, this game is almost over.
Let's see.
If USO scores here, they move on to the championship. Here we go. Kiersey under center. Takes the snap. Looking for someone. Has a man open in the back of the end zone. Off the fingertips. Brings up 2nd and goal for the Panthers. And they're running it. It's just kind of like in a soccer game whenever a team's down 2-0. And they score a goal and just rip the ball out of the net. That's what I said. They have to score. They have to score here quickly.
Absolutely. One thing that's going to deflate all sorts of hope would be that interception. So let's see if Farrell can get that interception, put away the danger, or if USO can get that touchdown that they so need right now.
He's open. Touchdowns, Panthers.
Oh.
That just might do it. 19-14. And that will do it. The walk-off touchdown. Glass slipper still fits. The number 1 seed is out. USO Panthers 19. Farrell Steelers 14. The USO Panthers, repping the City League, will play for the championship.
And like you said it, Mike, it's their day. It's their day. Let's see if
What
that stays true.
Matt, what did I say about a ball being double tipped and caught by the Panthers and you know it's your day? That exact scenario happened.
Beautifully done there, beautifully done. USO will go on. Will they take away the victory for today, though? That's the question. That's the question. So stay tuned with us here on the Roxamore Sports Network as we bring you live coverage of the last events of the 210 speed and agility.
So as we mentioned before, the other side of the field still, they were a little behind. So our game finished up early. So USO actually gets a nice little break here. But right. Yep. So for the championship game, it will be the USO Panthers versus either the Penn Hills Indians or Clarendon Bears. And we will try to keep you up to date. We don't have a score on the other one, but we do know Clarendon almost scored, but that pass was tipped away at the last second. So we're actually gonna keep tabs on the other side of the field. So I said we don't have a score on the other side, so
just judge by the body language. Whoever keeps jumping up and down,
exactly.
I guess. By the end of it, I guess that will indicate who won.
So offensive MVP of the league, Julian Duggar, under center for Penn Hills. The mere key to his right. Sends a man in motion. Key switches sides. Duggar back to pass. Rising senior quarterback throws it towards the middle, and it is dropped.
Yeah, that's my alma mater right there. Penn Hills going against Clarendon. And the weather went from being temperate, hot, cool, back to kind of windy, but love it, man. I'm loving this breeze right now. That's very much needed.
Hey, Duggar, back to pass. Looking for someone scrambling. Throws it to center field, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Bears.
Yeah, Clarendon
Big
with the
3 points for the Bears. And we do know they're up by 3, but we don't have the exact score just yet. So the Bears currently up by 3 here. And Max, I thought you and I were going to get a break.
Nah. I mean, not that much more to go. As the last game is around 4 o'clock.
Well, the last game's going to be at 3:30. We're going to end about 4 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Let's see. So that last game is just in a few minutes.
Yeah, so USO does get a nice break here. And they're well-deserved break.
Back-to-back victories with those gentlemen. So let's see if they take away the gold here today, or if they get it at least close to smelling it. That's Clarendon on the offense.
So Bears go 5 wide here. Quarterback under center. Looking for someone to go to. Has a man streaking across the middle off the fingertips for the incompletion. So since they're playing on the opposite side of the field, I'm going to my normal spot here from the public address announcer, which I will be back here August 25th. Cannot wait for that. The only thing that stinks is when this field was remodeled, they moved the field a little bit. So now, basically from the 25-yard line to in the left corner, you can't see anything, so you got to lean forward just a little bit. So the Bears go overload, going 4 receivers to the far side. Quarterback gets snapped, rolls to his right. Has a man cutting underneath, chooses to go to him, and a great break on the ball by the Penn Hills defender to undercut that route and break it up. Bears have the ball at the 20-yard line, looking to take advantage of the interception they just had. Quarterback rolls to his right, throws towards the end zone, and almost picked off by the Indians. Turnabout being fair play, but not just yet.
Yeah, that was a good pass. Let's see what we got. Clareton's still on the offense. Looking good here.
Yeah, Penn Hill's getting ready. Their offensive stars, Mirkey, Julian Duggar, get ready for their next series. Okay, 5 wide for the Bears. They spread it out. Looking for someone to throw to. Throws down the middle, and it's intercepted by Penn Hills.
Good interception there. Penn Hills stepped it up. So Penn Hills now takes the offense. So we got a tie game here between Penn Hills and Clareton.
So
Now
Penn Hills going 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, 1 running back to Duggar's right. Duggar, the MVP of the offensive side of the league, completes the pass to Cam Thomas down to the 25-yard line, brings up 2nd and 5.
It's close. It's close. Let's see what Penn Hills has here at the 35-yard line. Actually, I take that back. They're at the 31-yard line.
Duggar back, surveys the field, fires his pass. Caught, but did not get that pass off in time. Yeah, Duggar looked around the field and everything, could not find a man open, could not get that pass off in time. All right, 3rd down for the Indians. 5 yards to go for that first down. Duggar is back, has a man open, throws it that way through the hands of the intended receiver. So that brings up a 4th down. And if you remember anything from the Woodland Hills Penn Hills regular season finale last time, their fans in front of us are not afraid to be vocal.
Let's see what we got here. Penn Hills on the offense.
So 4th down here for the Indians. Duggar's back, has a man open in the end zone, and it's caught by the Indians for the touchdown.
And that breaks the tie there between them and Clareton, as Penn Hills now takes the lead.
So if we're going off by the score, I believe it is 15-9, Penn Hills over Clareton. That, of course, unofficial.
So now Penn Hills is going in for that 1-point attempt. Well, let's see what they got.
Duggar rolls to his left. Has a man open in the back of the end zone. Officials rule it a touchdown. 16-9, Penn Hills over the Clareton Bears.
Beautifully done, beautifully done. So I believe that is game. I heard the double whistle there.
They're still going on. What do we think?
I'm confused now.
Yeah, we're all confused,
I heard a
Max.
double whistle. I wasn't sure if that was for Penn Hills or... Okay. And it looks like Clareton setting up for an offensive play here, so perhaps not. Okay. Let's see what we got.
Okay, so the Bears have to respond. Don't have much time left. Penn Hill's going straight man-to-man with two high safeties. Caught by the Bears. Makes a move. Almost gets out of bounds, but does get the first down.
So 16-9. Penn Hills in the lead.
And
Clareton
again,
has a chance here to get things back up into gear.
yeah, and that 16-9 score is unofficial. So the Bears with a first and goal here. Through receivers to the far side, two to the near side. Penn Hill's going straight man-to-man aside from the two high safeties. That pass is jump ball. Who comes down with it? Oh, my goodness, the Bears come down with it. My goodness. What a Max, what are we missing?
Yeah.
We missed a lot of action on the other side of the field.
Yeah, the Bears versus the Indians, and Bears are looking good here as they are just outside the end zone, ready for that one-point attempt.
Yeah, and the Bears going for one, going to tie this game up.
It looks like they're going in for that two-point attempt, actually, at the 10-yard line.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go for the win. Hey, I love it.
Might as well.
Penn Hill, yeah, Penn Hills or Clareton. All depends on these 10 yards. He's got a man open, Max, and it's caught. The Bears take the lead. Max, both of our alma maters may be eliminated.
Yeah, well, how about that?
Come on. Now we do know Clareton is up by one. No. Oh. No, Duggar going for the kill. Yeah, they got to get points. They have to go for the end zone. So Duggar under center. Duggar is back, looking for someone. Goes across the middle, and it's intercepted. That should just about seal the deal for the Clarendon Bears. Yeah, it's definitely some miscommunication there on that pass. And it leads to the Bears now with a 4-point lead. All right. Clarendon in center. Throws a check down. Smart move. See how many yards they can get. Gets about 7 or so.
Yeah, an unexpected turn of events here. Okay. So Clarendon now in the lead in a more comfortable position as we get ready to close up this game and head off into the champion round, which will be likely between Clarendon and USO.
That pass almost intercepted, or we would have been right back to where we were. But Clarendon on the move, not showing any hurry, and you know what? I don't blame them for that.
Clarendon looking to move that score even further from Penn Hills, as an interception can make a difference here for Penn Hills. Let's see what we got. Quarterback sends it deep, and almost had it,
Yeah, went for the kill shot, could not connect.
Yeah, they went for it though. And it's the risk that could make the difference here if they succeed upon it. So Clarendon just outside the 30-yard line, bringing on the pressure onto Penn Hills. Clarendon Bears in action here. Number 8 with the ball. The quarterback, he sends it straight. Number 4 has the ball there for the Bears.
So first down. And if nothing else, they can just run this clock out.
Down at the 15-yard line, quarterback has the action and bleeds the clock.
Yeah, they just toss it right to the receiver. Yeah, so it looks like Clarendon's just going to do their best to milk this clock and say, hey, go ahead, you can. Yep, and that is game. So, Max, our final will be the USO Panthers versus the Clarendon Bears.
Indeed it will. Looking forward to seeing how this game turns out.
So tell everyone that and take us out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned with us. We're heading off into the next broadcast, so we're going to start off that new broadcast here shortly. That's going to be between USO and the Clarendon Bears. All right, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the final part of the 7-on-7 for 2023 between USO and Clariton. So we'll be right back with you.